Hello and welcome everybody, I am your ever-present Dungeon Master Walkman EXE here with another exciting session of Platinum Watch. When last we left off, the group had begun their segment of the race into the Earth Elemental Plane. After a brief stint drawing lots to determine what route they would be taking, the groups were quickly shuffled around as they were then paired with racers from other blocks and sent on their course. Quickly into the race, they encountered the pillar ship of the Shadborne, as well as the airship of the Smarties, easily kind of circumventing both encounters with wit and brilliant shows of force. The group was able to arrive at a small outpost on the Earth Elemental Plane, the Oasis, where they were able to kind of like rest and recuperate, as well as like do a little bit of shopping for some interesting exotic goods. Avok was able to scratch another item off his list, and Linsbor was able to get some items for experimentation. Then the party was confronted by another Elder Elemental, this time of the Earthen variety, of course. It was a Zaratan who they encountered, an Elder Turtle of the Earth Elemental Plane, who presented them with a challenge to show their proficiency. With the last Elemental, it was a fight. With this one, it was a test of wisdom. And while the group struggled to help Rando, the truth of the matter was he was the only one who'd be able to answer. Upon finally stumbling upon the answer to his trial, he was able to receive his next marking and be imbued with the power of Earth. Now we pick up with them still at the Oasis, about to embark on the next bit of their journey to reach the border plane of Ooze. And that is where we will pick up with my regular role players, the Hawkbridge playing Trap at Dosselin.
Good evening.
Zodiac Sack 19, aka the Rando Boy.
I'm sorry, I just don't have the brains sometimes.
Storm Sage 13 playing Merrick Gilder.
I'm a lichen boy.
And Red Beast 13 playing Avok Korik.
I made my voice deeper. Does this help separate us?
If I say yes, will you believe me?
Nope.
Okay, then. So, the group, as the Zaratan kind of trudges away, luckily, this time trying to use softer footsteps to not cause shockwaves through the earth that rock the structures around it. Not really succeeding so great. So, with the initial damage that was done kind of to the ship, Cutter kind of looks over all of you and goes, "So, we can leave, but we're gonna have to do our repairs on the road, which could take a while. Or we could just stay here a little longer so I can actually finish the fucking repairs because someone decided to come over here," as he's just yelling at the Zaratan as it trudges away.
I mean, it could be worse.
Lensball, can you do those while we move?
Yeah, I can do that, but if y'all wanted me to work on the shit that you were asking for, that's not gonna happen.
Carter, how long would the repairs take?
He kind of looks over the ship, because if I remember correctly, it was like 100 points of damage.
I think so.
And if
was
I
AFK when that happened.
checked the pin messages, the ship's hit points are a total of 235. So basically, half the ship is in disrepair. So he kind of looks over it and he goes, 4 hours.
If Lensball and someone else helps, can we cut that down by anything?
He just, narrows his eyes and just says, 4 hours.
Where are we in the current bracket of things?
Does it seem like we can even take 4 hours to stop?
I will say this. You're not sure. Currently in the bracket here, in your grouping, you are ranked in still ranked in 3rd place. And the Oasis, the team from Varianus that call themselves the Oasis, their vehicle took more of a beating than yours. So you can safely assume that they will also be here for a while. So if you both stay here and repair, you could probably still beat them out.
Well,
the only
two. Oh, go ahead.
The only 2 teams that don't seem to be in any form of damage and seem to be getting ready to depart are the Abhorrent Legion and the First Forged Order.
Right.
If we go now, we risk just getting ourselves stranded somewhere out there. Better take the time now than put ourselves in a shit situation.
Yeah, we can always sabotage the others, make sure.
I was about to say. I was beat me to it, Trappets. I was about to say we don't have to be the only ones to say. The Abhorrent Legion. I mean, the
Hey, you
Abhorrent.
could just murder the fuck out of them.
This is true. Trappet, how many fireballs you got? Wait, that was Malcolm. Never mind.
I could do fireball. I don't have it prepped because I have to wait.
I know.
So I have to wait till I level up again.
We kill a lot of people. I can have fireball right now.
Okay, Walker. How many people live in this settlement who are mind their own business, living happy lives?
I
We might
mean,
need to take some alignment shifts.
I mean,
but we can have-
I switched us over to the milestone level up system, but if we are going over experience points, you're gonna have to kill an entire, like, 2 to 3 racing teams. And I don't mean, like, blowing up their ship and watching them crash. I mean, like, jumping on their ship and straight up murdering them.
Okay, that's elf
Okay.
shit.
Alright. We got objective.
But no, seriously though.
Alright, this is Trappist plan right now.
No.
This video again.
I feel like it represents him the best.
It does.
That or
Okay,
Yondu.
that's-
What is this again?
It's a musical.
Let's see if we can sabotage some other ships. Is this an area that we has any shops, or did we always say? Oh yeah, we always.
It did have shops, but they all got knocked over when the Zaratan came through.
So is there anything we can loot from the shops in the chaos?
I like the way you think.
I
And
mean,
this is Storm asking, not Merrick.
well, for Storm, yes, there are. For Merrick, who does not think of such things,
Avon thinks of such
we need to
things.
rebuild those stalls and make them better than before. Stronger, even.
Reno thinks of those things.
He's not that much of a Mary Sue.
Rapid thinks those things.
I wasn't saying Mary Sue. I'm saying you are that much of a white knight, though.
Let's be fair. You're Gary Sue.
Can Avok roll perception?
I mean, you're cursed.
I mean, wouldn't you already be to look out for the eyes?
That honestly, that's why I'm asking to roll perception.
Sure, yeah.
Ooh, not good.
You're Evok.
I know, but 14. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, these shopkeepers are up to something. They're eyeing you something fierce. They know! You know that they know!
I don't know what they know about me, but I'm taking a shit.
I was just about to take a drink here. I'm glad I didn't.
We just hear
Someone's
some
dying in the
sucking.
background.
Good job. You killed me.
So he was taking the drink.
Yes.
Okay, so we have the Abhorrent Legion, and who else here? The First Order.
There's the First Forged Order and the Oasis. Now, the Oasis are out of commission probably about as long as you are, if not longer. The Abhorrent Legion right now are prepping to leave, as are the First Forged Order.
All right. So who wants to go help me murder the
Abhorrent Legion.
father-son bonding.
Yes.
What do we know about the Abhorrent Legion, actually?
You know nothing about the Abhorrent Legion.
Do we know what
Okay.
race they are?
Actually, because of the name Legion, I like to get within proximity and cast Detect Good and Evil.
What do you think you're gonna find?
Either
Okay.
aberration, fiend, phase, elemental,
Fair
undead.
Okay. You creep up to their ship as their engines are now starting up and getting ready. You said you're casting Detect Good and Evil?
Yes.
Okay. Oh man, there's so much evil in here. And oof, are they aberrations ever. It just seems like the whole ship is aberrations. Like, you're not really finding any life signs. I mean, there's a few life signs that kind of register as good. There's like maybe 3 of them.
I don't detect people's alignments. It's just
Oh.
species like celestial, fiend, fey, undead, elemental, stuff like that. Basically anything but construct I can detect.
Oh,
Or
well, then my
human.
DM used that in a bullshit sense the last time he cast it. Alright, well, fuck me. Sorry, I always thought it was like you sense alignments, but now...
Yeah.
I mean, the name is misleading.
Yeah.
Now that I know that it doesn't do that,
Yeah, basically,
We're gonna
you
have
can
words.
sense location of aberration, celestials, elementals, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you.
then in that case, there are a lot of aberrations and undead.
Okay. In that case, Merrick's like, hey guys, who wants to help me blow up the ship?
On it. Who wants to dimension door with me up to there?
Yeah, let's go.
Trev just
Adventure.
grabs Avok's shoulder.
We're doing this? Let's do this. And I
Sure.
dimension door us to the ship.
Okay, what part of their ship are you dimension dooring yourself into?
What does the ship look like?
It...
I'm
Alright.
turning to a lichen.
Their ship is a long sloop of black wrought iron with these red metal spikes, tattered black sails, propulsion engines that allow them to float off the ground, as well as move forward. Kind of think like Final Fantasy airship type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not really... Dimension Door requires sight, right?
I believe so.
Not entirely. Like, you can blind jump.
Hold on, let me double check dimension door. Because the cloak doesn't specify. Let me check the actual wording of the spell. It's only verbal components.
Yeah, but verbal components doesn't mean anything like,
it can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating a destiny, a distance, or direction.
Then in this case, you don't know the inner layout of their ship, so this will solely be something like, so you won't be able to form a mental layout or be like, yes, I put myself in, like you can put yourself roughly in where you think it would be, but I'm gonna say this: there is no guarantee you're not gonna teleport yourself inside of a wall.
No, I've been in walls before.
Not while he was alive.
This is also true.
So I'll say this: it would have to be a place that you can see.
Before that, Trap It. You want to take a shot at the engines before they actually take off, since they're warming up.
Element of surprise.
Chubba, are you okay with me essentially bringing you into the melee?
I mean,
okay.
Firebolt doesn't have a minimum attack range.
I'm just saying because I remember how that worked out for Malcolm.
Okay, but that was Malcolm.
Yeah.
Trev just jerks his thumb over to Rando, like, yeah.
All right, then.
Hold on, let me pull up 2 spells real quick.
I mean,
Walker, while we're doing this, can I also pop a greater healing potion? My last one.
I'm gonna say. Let's see.
You can do this before he teleports you, but after he teleports you, there is no way.
Yeah, before he teleports me, I was going to do that.
Okay.
In that case, I'm probably going to teleport. Can I just get the description one more time of what I can see, like the deck?
Oh wait. Okay, I'm sorry.
I
Merrick, my apologies.
Yes.
There are no aberrations. There are a few undead, though.
Few undead.
Like
Okay,
maybe
so it's
3.
Dead.
Okay. Merrick will relay that's how it's not entirely undead, but still, we all know Merrick's opinion on those who use that kind of.
If we find 3 lichers up there, I swear to God.
TPK.
Wake up! It's another one of Trappett's kids.
Oh,
Trapper,
no.
where do you keep finding these?
Stabbed to the back again?
Zach, I have a request.
Demons are hot, damn it!
Hold on. Let me say something. Zach, what's the range on your wand? Because I could dimension to us pretty high up, and then you can drop T-Rexes on them.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I heal
The
18
range of
more.
his wand would be the same as the spell Polymorph.
What's the range of the spell?
Isn't that like 30 feet?
I believe so, yeah.
Then why don't, instead of dimension doing, why don't we just T-Rex up and charge?
Okay, first up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say this because the
Okay.
plans keep changing. I am now setting a countdown.
Okay. Okay. In that case, I think I would just go with the dimension door. Let's see. You said there was a
10.
Dimension door,
swoop.
I'll support you.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, 3,
9,
Yeah.
1, go.
Derek is going to leap and heap up as soon as they dimension door.
Yeah, dimension door.
8,
I have Cone of Cold prepared as we're dimension dooring.
7.
No, I said dimension dooring.
No, I know. I'm still giving the countdown.
Oh, okay.
Okay. In that case, oh, we have time.
6,
I'm going to, since I'm blackened up,
5,
invoking a Crimson Light Rod of the Dawn, deploying my shield,
4,
casting Shield of Faith on myself.
3,
Should have cast mage armor. Oh well.
Boots of
2,
haste.
Boots of Haste.
1.
Alright, I'm gonna cast. my
They take off.
I said I'm dimension dooring though.
Oh no, I'm well aware. You dimension door, Merrick does all that stuff, and then they take off. So Merrick, you have now likened up, Boots of Hasted, Crimson Righted, and you're ready for the melee, and their
He said
ship
he
is
jumped.
leaving.
He said he jumped too.
Yeah, I was going to jump up onto the deck.
Yeah.
With-
Before they took,
How fast
Okay.
is?
we all said what we were doing. We going to
Okay,
I feel like
but
there's a bit of miscommunication here that the countdown was to them taking off.
Okay, so you're jumping, you're dimension dooring, Trappett's coming along. What the fuck is Rando doing?
I'm gonna cast a nice little spell.
Okay, can I get that spell now?
Yeah.
Since their ship is now moving?
Ice Storm.
Where are you casting that?
At the front of the ship.
And with everybody talking, did you hear that I was going to have Cone of Cold prepared?
Yes, I did.
Just make sure.
Okay, front of the ship. Avok, where are you dimension dooring? Merrick, you said you're jumping up?
Yeah, as a Lycan, I have like ridiculous leap heights.
Can I get the actual numerical value of that leap height?
I'm getting those for you right now.
As for what I'm dimension dooring, I'm going to say, well, what's the highest point I can see, or medium point on the deck?
You can see the side of the ship and like a few inches of the top deck, and then the masts. And like the cabin at the back of the ship. That is all you can see.
Okay,
It is like hovering off the ground, and like as it was prepping, it was slowly lifting off the ground.
Okay, then I would probably put that towards the edge of the deck.
Okay. Hey Merrick, were you able to get those numbers?
Yeah, I post them in chat.
31-foot long jump, 11 feet high jump.
Okay. Merrick, I need you to make me an athletics check.
Okay, I'm good with those.
I'm having flashbacks to the game where I'm about to get myself and another character murdered that I'm in with you, Walker.
Yeah.
Damon?
I mean, this kind of reminds me of the Malcolm incident.
Depending on how it goes.
Strategy?
Depending on how it goes.
26.
This is a lot less put together than the Malcolm incident was.
Okay,
More
26.
impromptu.
Yes.
That's worse.
All right, you are able to leap as it is lifting off the ground, and you just barely dig your claws into like the side of the hull. Of course, it is metal, so you have to quickly like try and jab your blade in between some of the planking
Right.
in order to like hang on. It's gonna be a tough climb up.
Well, here we go.
And on that note, Avok and Trappet, you were able to bamf yourself onto the top deck, kind of close to the railing. As you do such, an ice storm is immediately unleashed at the front of the deck of the ship.
This was a terrible idea.
We should have.
We should have communicated.
There was no time to.
Damn kids.
Just go plan.
So Ice Storm, what kind of a saving throw is that?
Okay, Ice Storm in action. 20 feet through retaining.
Okay, I'm about to link something. This is how I think in our heads this situation was going to go, but not how it ended up happening.
Oh god, it's a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
Yep.
Okay, so you basically encompass the entire, like, front of the ship.
Then why did we do this? Oh my god, Hockey, yes.
For Trappet to get Fireball.
So
That's minimum range for fireball.
that's a dexterity saving throw. Let's see, there are a total of 10 combatants on the ship. I'm trying to think of how many of them are going to be caught in that fucking shit. Okay. And then it's a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
What's your DC, my dude?
Me?
It's
No.
it's honestly not going to matter for some of these.
I know, because you said that Avok's in it?
Mm-hmm. It's at the front of the ship. You all teleported, like, in the mid.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are just outside of its effective range, because it's a 20-foot radius.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And a 40-foot tall cylinder. So it's going to hit all 3 decks of this ship at, like, the front 20 feet.
Zach, save some action for the rest of us.
He literally burnt a 4th level fucking spell slot for this shit.
Worth it.
All right.
What's your save DC, Zach?
16.
Yeah, so 5 of them fail. How much damage do they take?
2d8 bludgeoning and 4d6. What was it?
Cold.
Yeah.
I assume it'd be cold because it's an ice storm.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Roll that damage.
Alright, so 5 for the 2d8.
Storm, you an idiot.
Yeah. I had my teleportation gag and I didn't fucking use it.
Dude!
I mean, there's still time. You're dangling off the side of the ship.
I know, but if I use it now, that's that's an action I can use to hit.
It's going to take an action to climb.
You can always just throw it blindly and hope that you hit something.
Avok's just like,
Gravity will do the
I'm
rest.
open.
He just chucks it. Avox just... I just imagine he, like, throws it up towards the top of the deck. Avox just standing there just like, shink!
So,
Ow.
so without adding any of my, like, my other nice stuff, that's 26 with just the dice.
Okay.
Just gotta find the other dice. Now, I'm trying to remember, because it's been a while since I used an actual spell here. I add my wisdom to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be 30 damage.
Okay.
It's been a while. Oh, man. That would have been another 6 if I got that one.
All right. So
So 3 of them are just dead.
Good boy. I'm proud of you.
And 2 of them are bloodied. But you do not see them because these are on the lower decks, and there is no one on the top deck that you can see.
There's no one on the top deck?
No one on the top deck, but you just hear kind of 3 shrill shrieks, and you assume that those are dead things now.
You see that Travis was so badass that as soon as we arrive, people die.
Alright, so in that case, I am going to not be casting Cone of Cold.
Neat.
I'll be doing Erupting Earth at the deck. Like, trying to, like, you know, I can position the 20-foot cube.
Make me a window!
I just making the 20-foot cube go down.
Okay. Like, directly beneath you?
Please no.
Let's look for a
Below the
halfway.
mast.
Like, below the mast or near the engines, actually.
Yeah, near the engines. Let's go the ship.
Yeah, I'm
All
going
right.
to do near the engines. That was my original idea. I forgot.
Okay. There's no way they're gonna make that save because they are engines.
Yes.
But yeah, roll that damage, and I'll roll the save for any creatures that would be in the vicinity. Is it Constitution?
Dex.
Dex, okay. Yep, 2 failures.
Man, it's a shame that everything is outside of the range of fists.
I know. I had a long day at work, and I just want to hit something.
Me too, actually.
Well, bright side, you're hitting 3 things: the engines and 2 more creatures.
31 plus 9. Oh, is that what the ratio? No, it's not. So.
It'd be 19 is your save DC.
Oh, my DC. Yeah, my DC. I was
Yeah, Horatio only affects your DC and your attacks modifier.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. So 50. What was that? Was it 31? Yeah. Sorry. 36. 36 damage.
That's amazing.
36 damage.
Yes.
Okay, so the engines, Brightside Merrick, there's now a hole for you to crawl through, as the area behind, like, about maybe 10 feet behind you just explodes.
Son of a god!
As the ship cracks and shatters under erupting earth, as the engines go off, one of the engines exploding completely in a hailfire of metal and flame, and the other one cracking and sputtering now, smoke
Just-
billowing out of it.
Mary just blinks and just sighs. That was probably Trappit.
Hi, Merrick.
Avok's just gonna shout to anyone who can hear. This is the police! You pulled out of that parking spot without signaling to oncoming traffic. I would like to speak to your captain, please.
And Merrick's going to climb in.
Okay. You're climbing in?
Because that's all I can do. I can't
Yes.
punch anybody.
Yeah, shall I jump?
Yeah, but that's within line of sight.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah, Merrick's
so
going in.
Merrick's going in. Alright.
Yes.
Make a perception check.
It was almost really good. It was almost a natural 20. Perception. Not bad. 12.
Okay, so let's see. So far,
129.
we're down to 2 wounded and 3 non-wounded. Okay. You swing into the gaping hole.
Aha!
And it just doesn't quite feel right to you. You just kind of swing right in, and the situation just kind of feels off. Like, this is supposed to be adjacent to the engine room, and yet there is no one nearby. No one's even kind of, like, rushing to this area.
That's not right. Do I smell anything weird or hear anything?
You do. It does reek of the smell of death and rotted flesh all around the ship.
That's probably some of the undead. Merrick's gonna signal, go over the comms for Avok, like, hey Avok, something's weird downstairs. Meet me down here. I'm looking for anyone to hit, and I'm going to look for any survivors.
Make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Ooh.
All right, good. I'm just gonna blight the whole area. Wait, probably.
Okay.
Hold on.
Dex save, disadvantage. Wait, I only. Well, oh yeah, I only rolled once. Okay, yeah, that's worse. 12 again.
So as you begin to look around, it dawns on you too late why a ship this big seems to be only manned by 3 people of the undead variety.
Mm-hmm.
As you look around, you see strange material that you've seen before in alchemical solutions, and it takes you a quick second to realize your mistake, as you recognize a substance that you have seen not but 2 days ago.
Oh boy.
As you just kind of hear a... and you are now engulfed in a gelatinous cube.
Can I still swing to attack?
Let me read the rules of a gelatinous cube.
Because if I think I can attack just at disadvantage. Also, he did not go for my AC. I find that insulting at the moment, seeing as I had all this time to prep my AC, which is now at 25.
Here we go. On an engulfed creature is restrained, can't breathe, and takes 6d6 acid damage at the start of each of the cube's turns. When the cube moves, the engulfed creature moves with it. On its turn, an engulfed creature can try to escape by taking an action to make a DC 12 strength check. But it is not your turn now, is it?
Well, did I end my turn?
You didn't actually
Technically speaking, when it engulfed you, that would have been the end of your turn.
Okay, in that case, quick logistics question. May I?
Sure.
No, wait, I don't have that. I don't have that tuned. Never mind.
Can you tell us what happened to you though with the earpiece?
Yeah. Well, I
Can't breathe.
Radio for Avok, and I can't breathe.
Can Avok see the crack that he went into?
Well, seeing as he was dangling off the side of the ship and just kind of like lunged into the ship, you can see where Trappit cast it, but you don't see Merrick.
I can't lean over the ship and see the crack.
It's a gaping hole, but yeah, you can lean over and see this gaping hole in the side of the ship.
Okay, shadow jump.
Okay.
I'm just taking the stairs.
Because I don't know how long it would take me to use the stairs to get down there.
At what pace are you taking the stairs, Trappit?
Never mind. I'll just, can Avok carry Trappit?
No, it's a
Shadow
it's
jump
a one-man
no.
thing.
All right. Well, I will just use. I mean, I would be rushing down the stairs, but if people think it might take too long, instead I might follow Avok. Wait, can I make
I'm doing a teleport down there.
Oh,
Yeah, basically. And besides, neither of you really know what's happened.
Yes.
I wouldn't be out of character, so I'm just going to take the stairs. Go down
Okay.
the phone, remembers.
So I shadow jump. What do I see?
Complete and utter chaos and wreckage.
Fun.
Yay.
With your passive perception, I'm still gonna have to ask you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Because looking at this, there is no passive on this thing.
Fair enough. Yeah. That's going to be 19.
Okay, yeah, that beats its DC. Looking around, you kind of engage the area and scour it, and you see bits and pieces of 2 skeletons that were just hanging around that are now gone, as they have been erupted the fuck out of. Additionally, kind of like in and around the area, you see this like kind of strange, slimy texture kind of like covering walls of the ship. And then as you kind of like look directly in front of you, there is this transparent or semi-transparent cube of gelatinous material that you can see contained within it a couple different semi-dissolved skeletons and Merrick.
A very angry looking werewolf.
Okay, I don't have to cast enlarge on you. You have advantage on those checks while you're a wolf.
Hey, Buck, what do you see with your Goliath eye?
Honestly, nothing much. And I'm just gonna punch it. I'm just going. Okay, Max. There's cubes down here, so watch your step.
Ah, well, that's I'm rushing down the stairs, but
I'm just gonna. Should I try and pull you out?
I mean,
I feel like at this point we should be rolling initiative, but I just honestly, there's like 3 of them left.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
I'm just going to.
It.
Can I attempt to pull him out?
That is an interesting question.
Can I assist?
I will say this. The answer to that question is no, you cannot assist, and yes, you can pull him out.
I knew the answer was no. I just wanted to make a joke.
I am going to need you to make a strength saving throw, Avok.
Oh, that's fun.
Sorry, strength check, not saving throw.
Oh, that's worse for me. Actually, no, both are bad.
You're Goliath.
And I'm not proficient with strength saves. That's 18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because since I'm taking some damage here.
You take 17 points of acid damage as you jam your hands inside the gelatinous cube to grab a hold of Merrick and yank him out.
What it?
And as your skin and muscle begins to literally dissolve, you are able to yank Merrick out of the gelatinous cube before any significant dissolving is done to him.
Good boy.
Thanks, big guy.
I don't need this arm anyway.
I'll heal you when I got spell
Can I
slots
take it?
back.
And well, I mean, it's not gone. It's just like
Yeah, I
It's-
didn't
it's-
damage
it-
to it.
Joking.
it's for him. It's like that's like. Well, yeah, you're probably gonna be like the upper layer, and some of your tendons are gonna be crispy.
Fun. Don't worry. I like my scores.
Oh shit.
What?
A thought just occurred to me. Fuck. I'm gonna have to make a. Hey, Avok, just remind me, how many charges did you get put in your arms?
3.
Fun!
Oh no!
In each one?
Each one, I believe.
Goodbye.
Nah, I got hit points.
Uh.
Can you uncanny dodge this?
Maybe.
This isn't for him, though.
Ah.
That is
Merrick.
a failed con save for the gelatinous cube.
No.
I need you to roll me 6 charges of the electric shit.
Oh!
Save some cube for me. I really want to hit this thing.
Because it literally dissolved the upper layer of your skin, which would have contained the tattoos.
It
So
dissolves magic? Holy
no,
hell.
it dissolved the containment.
Oh, okay.
it dissolved the containment. So essentially, all of that magic ink is going to be released into it.
So that was it's 1d6 per charge.
So
And
that's 66.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no! 66. Okay.
Yeah, because it would be because you jammed both your hands in to pull in Merrick.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, magic tattoos, but it was worth it for this.
Goodbye, magic tattoos. Hello, 3 gelatinous cubes.
Drink it.
8. That's 15 points of damage.
15 total.
Yeah, it's just 60. I rolled really crap.
Okay then. As the tattoos are forcibly removed from you alongside some layers of skin and muscle, you watch as this jolt of electricity shoots through the cube. It wriggles and screeches.
I'm just gonna shout, "I drank one of you, motherfuckers!"
As it takes 15 points of damage, and then seems otherwise unharmed, as it is now kind of encroaching on both of your spaces.
Bring it on.
Kid,
I'll punch you again.
I mean, if I may, you essentially achieved your objective.
Fail.
If you want to stick around to kill them, that's your bag.
That's also true.
I mean, we have 4 hours to kill.
Yeah. Also, they might have cool shit here. Let's raid
I'll
this
stop
place.
that. So, can Rando and I, while they're playing with the cube, can we be...
I'm okay with
Kill?
this.
I'm sorry.
Come on, son.
Everyone was talking all at once. I could not hear anything that Hawk said. Hawk, can you please repeat what you said before you slipped into Trap-It voice?
Yes, I apologize. I was asking if Rando and I can start searching the lower decks for other survivors to kill.
I mean,
not even on the
Rando
ship,
is
yeah.
going to have to come over to the ship because he was not on it. But
Yeah.
yes,
I could, I guess, since he's...
you could start searching. And then Merrick and Avok, you're facing down a cube. At this point, I am going to start rolling initiative.
Okay.
So I need everybody to roll me initiative.
All right, before we did initiative, can we just say for flare picks we radioed to let Rando know there's a cube on ship?
Yeah, that would be what brings him into the initiative.
All right, cool. That's a 19.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Hey guys, do you think I should just start blowing up decks, or just
That's
actually be more strategic?
I would say be sparing.
Yeah, right now, save your
Maybe
spells.
we can loot it.
Yeah, for now, don't burn your spells. Just
Yeah, fair enough.
also, you might get us in friendly fire.
I mean, Ava can take the hit.
I mean, we both could. Merrick has more armor class and hit points than me.
Yeah, I mean- Guys, like real quick, with the amount of prep time I was able to do before we jumped on, Merrick has an AC of 25 right now.
D&Ds can be broken.
I mean, it's all because of my motion class. I'll be real.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to use my hasted action when I pulled Merrick out because I had my boots up.
Yeah, my haste action too. Whoops. Oh well. Well, to be fair, the haste action can only be used in conjunction with the attack action.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize
yeah.
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So let me go ahead and roll some initiative for some other peoples. Okay, that's
What
not
a
good.
way to start a session, guys.
That's not good. Okay, never mind. Wow, holy shit. I just rolled 3 15s in a row, now I gotta add modifiers. I was saying that's not good for the cubes because they have a -4 to dexterity. So that's like an 11.
Just surrounded by
I've never been so afraid of geometry since math.
Because it wasn't just cubes, but that's still not good for any of them. That's we got an 11, a 13, and
A 35.
God, why am I saying these out loud? I'm just never mind. Ignore me. I'm sorry.
You're
That's
good.
fine.
This was not really a prepared fight, I'm guessing.
I mean,
I was like-
technically none of them are that I've ever
Yeah.
done in this rally, but
improv.
Hey, let's just murder people since we got 4 hours.
Yeah. Let's just completely kill this island.
okay.
I mean, we would
Guys-
level up for sure.
Guys,
It's my
let's
house,
destroy the Earth planet. I'm sure.
I mean,
you
we're done.
okay.
We don't need it.
So that is
Swing away, Merrick.
An
I'm
8.
lost.
That is an 18, and an 18, a 13, and an 11.
Neat.
Avok's just looking at his arms like, oh, I paid money for those. Merrick, remind me to get more tattoos. Those were fun.
Oh dear.
Maybe I should put them lower in the skin next time, like maybe on the muscle. Oh, maybe in the bone.
That terrible.
Probably right.
I mean, carving the bone sounds awesome.
Well, that way when I die, I can leave you guys a hidden message.
What
This-
is it with Avok and death?
Oh, I had that very wrong. Yeah, that's a 20 AC, not an 18.
AC?
Sorry, fucking initiative. God damn.
I got scared there for a second. I was like, am I back in the cube?
Yeah, no, sorry, my apologies. Yeah, so Merrick is still at the top of the turn order.
Neato. So, I'm going to, is it within melee range of me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to take my 2 attacks, haste it, and because I'm not using my move action, 4 attacks.
Okay, roll them 4 attacks.
The first one is the natural 1.
Ooh, good start.
Great start.
Yeah. Let's try the Merrick die for a little bit.
Wow.
Okay, that's a lot better. Let me get my weapon out because fell might. That's a 27 to hit.
With that natural 1, how much would it have been to hit, by the way?
Would have been that would have been a 10.
Would you have been using your sword or your claws?
My sword, yes, my sword.
Okay, and then the second to hit?
The second one is a 27.
Sword or claws?
Sword. All these are going to be my sword.
No, they're not.
Ooh.
Oh no.
But it's a magic sword.
Yeah, but I think it's stuck in the cube is what he's saying.
Or it's just
Is
gonna
it?
melt.
It is. You get your damage in, but after your first swing, which was the nat 1, it is stuck in the cube.
Okay, in that case, dropping the sword, I now have my bonus action to attack because I'm just using my claws now. So 4 more attacks. So that 18 would transfer to the claws, which is still. Wait a minute, yeah.
It'd be a 26 because you have a +1 sword.
Yeah. But I'm using my claws now because the sword is stuck with a nat 1. So that is 27. So that's.
Should you all the attacks first and then damage?
Yeah. I would roll all damage. Yeah, attack and damage. That's just my way.
Okay.
Okay. 9, 11, 17 points of damage on the first attack. 4 of that radiance.
With the sword?
Oh yeah, I thought this was my claw. I'll just roll the D8 instead of drop that 4. I said how much did I say before?
18.
18. Make that 22.
Okay, so 22 with the first hit, and then your sword gets lodged in the cube.
Yes.
As it kind of like shrills and shrieks as your blade cleaves through it, its body congeals in kind of like a reflexive move, and you are unable to pull that sword out. So releasing the hilt, you drop in with your claws. You rolled your 26 to hit, and then what's the damage?
26 to hit. Actually, quick thing. I'm not going to burn my bonus action for another attack. I need to reinvoke a new light because that it was on my sword. So another Kryptonite, same one, rather dawn. Sorry for slowing this down. Wasn't expecting to lose my sword. 10, 15, 17.
Okay, 17 still hits.
That was Okay, rolling damage then. 5, 10, 12 damage.
12 damage hits. Does the good.
I was rolling damage, not to attack.
I know. I'm tired, dude. Like
Okay.
I know what I said.
Okay. 24 to hits,
Got it.
and this is my third attack, right?
Let's see. You have the first attack was with the sword. Then you had to use a bonus action to cast a new right. Then you attacked again. So this is
my third and final because attack hasted. Yeah, this is my hasted attack. So 8, 10, 15,
all right.
and hasted attack. No, the movement action attack.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, this is a 13 to hit.
That still hits.
Oh yeah. I rolled shit damage.
Okay, so just to double check, the first attack, which was your attack action,
Yes.
was the sword. It got lodged.
Yes. So second attack followed up with my claw, then the movement and the hasted. I did not use my bonus action attack.
Okay, got it. So instead of having 5 attacks, you just did 4.
Yes.
Got it.
Because I needed a new Kryptonite to do extra damage, and for this 5, 8, 10 points. I rolled a 1 and a 2 on my 2 damage die.
Okay.
Because my cosmic heal D6.
The cube is now bloodied.
I'd like my sword back, please.
It just kind of like it doesn't really have a mouth to say things, so it just kind of like shrieks.
Merrick is just
it kind of shrinks away.
He can't talk.
Yeah. Next up in the turn order with the 20. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Merrick, Avok, Trap It. I need you all to make me Constitution saving throws.
Yay!
Yay, con saves. Am I good at those? No.
Okay.
Yeah, being a sorcerer, that is a 21.
That's a 18.
Okay.
Same.
Nice.
I have to check something real quick. Sweet. So you all hear a blood-curdling shriek emitted throughout the entirety of the ship, and you watch as the cube in front of you, Merrick and Avok, kind of like shakes and shudders a bit. Like, obviously it has no ears, so it can't hear it, but it feels the presence.
It's a bigger cube.
And Merrick, Avok, and Trap It, you are all frightened.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay, detect good and evil lasts for 10 minutes. Does this thing register on my radar?
It is undead.
Right.
Can I see this thing?
Huh?
Can I see this thing?
I mean,
It is inside the ship, so that is a hard no.
Okay.
Unless suddenly you developed X-ray vision.
I mean, I could.
Okay, I see here. So, can't move willingly towards the source of its fear and has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls when the source of its fear is within line of sight. Got it. So bright side for all of you, whatever did this is not within line of sight, but it is close. And with that, it is Trap its turn.
And I cannot move closer to the source of it.
Well, we can't see it.
So we don't know what the source is.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Correct.
So am I just unable to move?
You are able to move, but if you start to move towards the source, I will say that you, will, like, move towards it and then begin to inch away from, where it is. So if there's, like, a hallway or something that you're like, I want to go down, you're like, you feel, an impending sense of dread or something like that.
I know where Merrick and Avok are.
You have a rough idea, yeah.
You
You don't know the blueprints of the ship, so you can try and work your way towards there, but you are not.
My question though is in relation on the ship. Where am I at? Am I in the middle?
You are now
Middle
on
of
the
the upper
mid deck. Yes, you are on the mid deck, and you are kind of like roughly in the middle of the ship, like smack dab in the middle of the ship. You know that wherever they are, it is towards the back of the ship. You're not sure whether they would be on the mid or lower deck though, because the engines
Also,
kind of spanned a pretty big area.
I also just realized I could have cast a counterspell.
You could have, but it wouldn't have worked.
On
Oh,
what?
okay.
Yeah, the fear effect.
I didn't know if it was a spell or something. being
It
cast
was
against
very
us.
much not a spell.
Well, I don't know. Try not to metagame on it. Trap don't know. He's like, oh shit, something's tingling in my brain thing.
Someone's tickling my brain thing. I am afraid now. Goodbye.
Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna go in the opposite direction of Avok and where I think Avok and Merrick could be.
So you're gonna head towards the front of the ship?
Yeah. I have lightning bolt prepared just in case.
You feel an impending sense of dread as you turn to walk towards the front of the ship, and feel and know for a fact that if you walked that way, you would meet with certain doom.
How wide is the hallway? Is there like a door in front of me? What's the...
There is no door in front of you. The hallway extends for about 20 feet before kind of like dropping down to a secondary staircase. And there are two doors about 10 feet down the hall on either side of the hallway on the left and the right. And then behind you, there is a large metal door that kind of takes up most of the hallway. And you can kind of hear some noise on the other side of it, although it is muffled due to the metal door.
Let me check one thing real quick, sorry. The hold up. Would lightning bolt be enough to penetrate that door? Or any of the decks? What's the material of the deck overall made out of? Wood?
The ship is mostly made out of metal. There are spots of wood throughout the ship, such as the deck you are currently standing on and those doors, with exception of the metal one behind you.
Because the metal door's behind me.
Yes. And the stairs you went down were also wood. Let's see here. Trying to find lightning bolt in my spell book because I am pretty sure it would go through it. I just want to double check.
Yeah, it's a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide. Each creature in the line must make a dex save.
Technically speaking,
Do you know if the creature's in that path, though?
I know,
you would just have to pick a point and fire, because since this does not have sight, you are essentially casting this line effect outwards from you. You are essentially becoming the focal point of that lightning, and choosing a point you can see to basically draw that vector.
What I was thinking about doing is casting into the area I feel the most dread. Like, move this way. Oh, no. Feel really bad spot there.
Yeah, you could try that.
Can I make like a wisdom save or a wisdom check or something like that to, like, basically help trap its aim?
This is going to be a disadvantage.
We think
because anything that any checks you make towards this target are at disadvantage.
Well, it's in line of sight. I don't have a line of sight of it.
Fair enough, but all right. I mean,
well, is it something that you roll to attack for? It's just something you point and fire. It's a save-based thing.
Like, I'm just trying to like, I was seeing if maybe I could use like wisdom or something to get a feeling of where this.
I don't think that's gonna work, but fire away, man.
it's still gonna be a disadvantage.
That's just my last third level spell slot. So I'm hesitant.
I mean, again, it has to make a saving throw from your lightning bolt if the lightning bolt hits in its area. But you can try and narrow down that area with your wisdom, but again, it's going to be at disadvantage.
All right. Okay. The lower of the two. Damn. The lowest is a 17. The other one was a 9.
You feel the highest amount of dread, almost as if it is like behind the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you aim kind of down towards the floorboards, just below the staircase, like where the staircase starts, and you can cast lightning bolt.
All right. Travis just kind of squints one eye, holds his finger up like a gun. Bang.
All right.
So my save DC says a 19.
Yep, and it's a dexterity save.
Yes.
All right, roll damage.
Okay. D6. Let's do it. Should have cast at a higher level. Oh well. Save my spells, throw spells. Fifteen plus 16. That's 31. Okay, 31. Sorry, I am not mathing good today. 34 plus 5. 39, I believe.
All right. As a bolt of crackling blue-black lightning erupts from your finger, shattering through this flimsy wooden deck, leaving a scorch mark in the surrounding area with that 5-foot diameter. You hear from below deck a shrill shriek, similar to what you heard when Rando first cast his Ice Storm spell, and at the exit point, essentially, for your lightning bolt, like where it strikes the metal hull of the ship, you watch as a ochre jelly kind of convulses and explodes, scattering its remains across the deck. And as well, your bolt seems to strike another target as it begins to float into your field of view. You see a pale white skull with 2 gem-set eyes and a flaming black-green aura surrounding it look into you, and you feel inescapable, petrifying terror as it opens its mouth and lets out a raspy, ungodly howl in your direction.
Oof. I meant to ask this to start my turn. I kind of forgot. Do we make any saves for being frightened?
At the end of our turn, I believe.
It also varies from effect to effect. From cause to cause, I believe.
From what I can see about this, There is no thing that states like on each of your turns make save. So for the sake of this, since it doesn't tell me on your turn to make save, I'm gonna say that the effect is going to last until it is very dead.
Good to know. I have my bonus still.
Yeah, you do.
I just wish they would go into more detail about the status effects for 5e.
I mean, they're all in the on page 290 of the player's handbook.
No, I know they are. Well, I don't have it with me, but I've read it. Just doesn't go into as much detail as I would like. So I have a disadvantage on attack rolls against him right now, right?
On attack rolls and ability checks.
How far away is it from me?
It is maybe like 15 feet diagonally from you.
Oh, that's close.
Did Rabbit move this turn?
I did not.
Okay.
No, he did not. He kind of looked around and then fired off a lightning bolt.
Okay.
So I guess I can do that. Yeah, this thing sounds ugly. I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold. Just burn a 5th level.
All right.
This guy sounds ugly. That or Yondu's Lands. Yeah, you know, fuck, I've been complaining I haven't got to use Yondu's Lands. Yeah, I'm using Yondu's Land.
All right.
Roll to attack.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yes. Alright. Let me pull up my sheet real quick. So it is my charisma plus proficiency. It's plus 11. The lowest of the two is a 19.
That does not hit.
Okay.
As you conjure forth your Lance of Arcane Energy, crackling this very thin, arrow-like compression of magical force, glowing blue tinged with black flames, you unleash it, and as it streaks out, creating a high-pitched whining noise as it rips through the air, it misses as the fear you feel overcomes you, and it kind of like wavers just in the slightest for a second, and the Lich is able to move out of the way and avoid.
Alright. Shit. I got my bonus. Fuck it, I'm quickening a 4th level spell. How many sorcerer points is that?
Technically, quicken spell, I believe, is 2.
Okay. So I haven't used we haven't done that much combat in a while where I've needed to quicken a spell. For a while. So yeah, just try this again. Oh, disadvantage.
Burning another 5th level?
It's 4th.
For what spell?
Yondu.
Yondu's is a 5th level evocation.
I have it marked down on my sheet because I wasn't level 5 when we made it. I have it marked down as on my level 4 sheet. Because we hadn't hit that level yet.
Okay. I mean,
we can make it a 5th level if you want, I guess. It's just, you know.
I mean, what? I mean, I thought that when we'd initially discussed it, it was to be a 5th level spell.
I'm honestly not sure. We can make, like I said, we can make it a 5th level. I'll just transfer everything over later. And just remove my last 5th level spell slot then.
All right. Then yeah, if that would have been your 5th level spell slot, what else can you do?
I'm saying this is I have 2 5th level spell slots. This will be my last one.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a. Well, that would have been nice. The first roll's a 20.
Okay, what's the second?
Second. 24.
So we would use the 20. That does hit.
Nice. All right, so let's see. Making some d6s. Yay. Right here. 8. What's Rando's turn, by the way? Is, is Rando an initiative also?
He's in the initiative, but he's not on the ship.
He's after Avok. Red went to the bathroom, by the way.
Okay. Whew. Okay. 20. 30. 67.
Okay.
Fire damage. Wait, sorry, forgot. 72. Sorry.
Okay. As you unleash this powerful attack, it does strike, and as this projectile of arcane flame begins to kind of like lance through the creature, it kind of like opens its mouth and kind of like utters another howl as it kind of like the aura around it flickers and flutters, but it seems to still be standing.
Well, I'm out of movement and bonus action, so this will be fun.
And that was your turn. It is now Avok's turn.
Can you dimension doors up there?
1 second.
Line of sight.
Can he dimension door towards the source of his fear is the question.
I'm not afraid. I use my action to use stillness of mind. I can shake off a back.
All right.
So, do I know where that came from?
Well, considering you heard a loud bang and a couple shrieks, you have a rough idea of where it is.
Alright, fuck this cube. Merrick, you coming with?
Yep.
Alright, grab Merrick on the shoulder and I try.
Well, right now you see this mirror.
Alright, so I grab Merrick and I dimension door as close to the source as I can.
Okay.
Don't you line of sight for dimension door?
Oh no, I don't need line of sight.
He just has to be able to, like,
Cool.
visualize the layout or have a rough impression.
For shadow jump, I do need line of sight, but this is
Yes.
different.
That's what I was thinking of. Okay, cool.
Okay. And that's an action?
Yes, I'm going to use
Is
my
stillness of mind an action or a bonus action?
stillness of mind is an action. So I'm using my move action on stillness of mind, and I'm going to use my actual action for the dimension door.
Okay, you bamf through the steel door on the right side of the room that you all were in. And you now appear in this very long hallway, where at the end of it you can see a staircase climbing upwards. You are looking at the back of that staircase, as there is this floating, flaming skull hovering about like 5 to 6 feet off the ground. What remains of an ochre jelly on the other side of the room, and as you kind of like scan the room, there is, oh right, another ochre jelly in the midst of an ice storm. As the ice storm was still ongoing, Trappet just killed one of them before the ice did.
So I didn't catch. Am I melee with the lich, or is it?
You are not. You are like, it is 6 feet off the ground from you, and you are maybe like 5 feet away from. So it's like roughly, yeah, it's 5 feet away and 6 feet up.
5 feet away, 6 feet up. Because I could have hasted attack.
Question for Merrick.
Hmm.
Can I roll to see if I know what this is? With my history of Fiend, Fey, and Undead?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll let you do that while Avok figures out what he's gonna do.
Okay, so I have.
Just
I use
kinda wait
action,
for
move
party.
action.
At advantage because Bloodhunter stuff. Okay, so this would be knowledge, history, or the same. Wait, actually, it's not. Well, I think this would be history or religion. What would you say, Walker?
This is history.
Okay. In that case, that is 20 total.
You know all too well the high cost that immortality can bring, especially with the research you've been doing into the book, as well as your knowledge of just the undead throughout what your studies as a blood hunter, and you know that specifically for a lich, the price is very high. If its souls are not continually fed into the phylactery, or the agreements of which it gained its lichdom are not upheld, it can lose its powers until all that remains of its once magnificent form is but a head that just hungers for more souls. This is a demi-lich.
Diminutive. And do I recall any weak
Uh,
vulnerabilities?
It has no vulnerabilities. In fact, it actually has a lot of immunities to forms of damage and conditional effects.
That's fun.
The
you said
one
it
thing
was-
that you do know is that it must feed on souls and life energy, so it is very dependent on those factors.
All right. And you said it was how far away from Avok?
It's not like terribly far. It's 5 feet away from you and 6 feet up in the air.
Okay, so but it's just out of my melee range.
Correct.
Okay. So can I try and jump and punch it, or is it just like this is Eldritch Blast? Because technically 5 feet is melee, but I'm just trying to figure this out.
I'd say that this would be like a jump kick
Okay.
if you were to melee.
Okay. Then I would try and do a jump kick.
Okay.
Going for that normal mode toes. This one, the hand wraps would not affect my my kicks, would they? I just want to make sure I do all this correctly. Because it says on
Technically, I would
strike-
allow it
Okay.
because it magically enchants your form.
Okay.
Oh shit! I forgot you had the hand wraps on. Those wouldn't have dissolved.
Oh, would you want to just say the skin around the hand?
Oh
wraps
yeah, no,
dissolved?
yeah. I was gonna say like that. The stuff underneath would have dissolved. I'm just trying to figure out something else. Just keep going.
Okay. Jump kick. That's a do. To hit, that's a 22.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay. And I'm going to make this a stunning strike.
Neat.
Oh, I just realized this is going to have some necrotic in it. It's probably going to be resistant to necrotic.
I mean, never mind.
It's damage. So that's going to be 8. 19 points of necrotic damage, which I assume.
It takes no damage.
Oh, it's immune to necrotic.
That it is.
Well, that sucks. Then in that case, it just takes 8.
What
13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Do your blows count as magical?
They do.
Okay, so then it takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage. How do you want to do this?
Oh!
Damn it!
Nice.
So close to killing the lich.
It had 4 hit points.
My man.
I just want to jump up and kick it square in the jaw to the point where the jaw just comes flying off, and it just kind of just...
Hey, new beholder chair.
Yeah, exactly. And as it falls, the guy, Ava just kind of catches this, like, you're coming home with me.
Okay. As you crack off the lower half of its jaw, the entirety of the skull lets out one final shriek as you watch as the flaming aura consumes it as it turns to dust.
Oh well.
And now none of y'all are frightened.
Ava just raises his hands. I am the champion of death.
I look over to you. Kill Stella.
I don't know you shot it with lightning. Ava's like, I am so mighty.
Ava,
Mary still dies. I'm
Yes.
gonna go get my sword.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is... Bring up my con. I think it's plus 2. Yeah. So, 21.
Okay. Make a Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, that's fun. The one that fell was a natural 20. Well, it's disadvantage anyway. So that's 20 total.
Neat.
Uh-oh, the hand-up's doing anything?
That's what I'm reading.
Uh-oh.
Or what do anything?
My hand wraps might have done
Oh.
something.
What's your alignment?
My alignment, let me go to my background. Chaotic good.
Okay. Let me type this up real quick. And I will send this directly to you.
Okay. You are compelled to kill them all. Weird.
Oh, that makes things easier.
Kill, trap it. Kill, trap it. Kill, what?
Scorching Ray,
Suspicious at all.
level 5.
Oh no.
Sorry, everybody at home was just listening to me type and utter silence. I wish this was more entertaining.
I mean, at least it's better than hearing me cough. That's not fun.
Fair enough.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends who like D&D.
Yeah.
We still gotta kill the Icar thing and the Jet Lunch Cube, right?
At this point, we can probably just, like, for the sake of brevity, just skip those.
I mean, they're going to be a real threat now that dead. they're going to rise up. They're going to unionize, guys.
I mean, Jet Lunch Cube's still a pretty beefy monster.
It is.
I was thinking
By
more
that,
of just like, hey, we might, if we leave it go alone, it might just wander off and, kill somebody.
But there's Trap at Kale.
No, but Merrick would.
This is
I mean, I still need to get my sword back.
Also true.
We teleport away, and Merrick's just like, he snapped out the fear effect. He's like, I'm angry. Again. Which is not uncommon for Merrick.
I think
Guys,
we
this- As soon as I get the Gettysburg Address, I'll make sure to let you guys know. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a realization earlier. I think I know what Merrick's gonna grow up to be.
Captain America?
No, he'll be captain, yes, but he'll be the old, angry, kind of overweight police captain who's like, damn it, McCree, you were this close to being thrown out of the office.
Nah, that doesn't seem like.
Give me your gun and your badge. Dealing with like randos and trappids for a couple decades.
I feel like Merrick is going to grow up to be more of a Ned Stark.
I don't know. I just feel like him being stuck leading people who just kind of not burn out, but just be like, ah.
I got plans for Merrick. I got shit planned for this Inquisition.
Ready to take over the world.
Well, time to kill Trappit. Again.
But I don't know. I can pretty sure we can convince Merrick to do this. Do the words absolute justice sound good to you?
Merrick, actually, despite his preachings on trying to do things good, he actually does understand and value the shades of grey.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll make sure I mark this down.
There you go. That is everything.
Okay.
You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm fine, but like this is a lot of info. Walker, I'm just going to message you something.
Cool.
Is that right? I just want to make sure I'm reading this correctly. Oh, okay. Just wanted to double check. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so the hand wraps seem to grow kind of a darker shade of red as they begin to, like, because you don't have a top layer of skin to soak up all that blood you're losing.
Ow, 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 ow.
So they kind of start to soak up that blood, turning a darker shade of red, and then, after a few seconds, these magical implements, like, you seem to notice that your hands, like, coagulates. So you realize that you are no longer bleeding, as they are now dyed this darker shade of red. And the paranoia feels a little stronger than before.
Okay, perception check. Going to be 20.
you kind of look over at the only things you can see in sight, which are Merrick and the jelly. And you look at the jelly and it doesn't have eyes, but somehow it sees you. And then you look over at Merrick and his eyes mock you. They taunt you. Oh yeah, you pulled me out of the gelatinous cube, but look at how your arms got burned up, failure.
You okay there, Avok?
Meh. You got my new arms and tattoos. And Avok just looks at the other cube. And fuck you.
Okay, insight, Avok.
You certainly can.
No, instead of vodka ghost.
You don't see him, but you can hear him.
I thought they were with me.
You are a deck above them.
Oh, I thought they came. Oh, they go back down.
No, they teleported to the deck below you where the Demi-Lich was, and they killed it.
Oh shit! I thought the lich would come up to my deck.
No, you just blew a hole in the stairs.
Gotcha.
Do I have to roll anything in comparison? Just to...
Nope, Merrick, you just need to let me know what you rolled.
22.
I meant message me, but okay.
Sorry.
You know,
You want message me?
Avok does seem a little angrier, but he also did lose, like, the upper layer of his arms. So, it's probably just a lot of pain.
Okay. Good. Weirdo.
Hey,
I'm
stop judging me.
I mean, I'm not, though. Like,
Avok's just like giving him just kill these
I'm-
things.
I'm gonna go get my sword. Let's get back to this shit.
Uh,
Hopefully, cut up, make some progress.
Oh, there's this damn
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
It is now Rando's turn in the initiative. Is Ice Storm, like, on your turn they have to make the save again, or on their turn?
Well, it just says instantaneous. It didn't say how many turns it lasts.
Oh, it's instantaneous?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does not last. Hold on. Okay, so hailstones turn the storm's area effect into difficult terrain. So yeah, it is not a continuous damage effect. It just
That's what I thought.
is going to be hard for the thing to move.
Everything except for me. So,
Yeah, I mean, you're on the other ship, though.
yeah, how far away is the ship from me?
Let's put it this way. Since last session you were on top of the ship talking to the Zaratan, it will take all of your movement to get to the other ship, not including getting inside it.
Huh. Well, shit.
Unless you decide to, I don't know,
you
wild
guys
shape
don't
or
need me, right?
polymorph and then fly over.
Just, hey, you guys don't need me, right?
I mean,
Yeah,
come
we're
on
pretty
board if
good.
you want.
Yeah, okay. I'll just watch the ship and make sure no one attacks us.
I'll just watch the ship, looks at the enemy ship, call lightning.
That's a ship.
Now I kill everybody. I thought about it. I honestly did. But I'm like, I don't want to kill my teammates.
Well, your dear dad, right?
You're still my teammate.
Right.
Yeah. You're my teammate first, my dad second.
Okay, we'll go with that.
So you're not going to do anything this round?
Yeah, I'm just gonna meditate.
Attack
Okay.
roll forward.
On that note, so okay, for real talk, are y'all abandoning this ship?
I mean, do we want to do anything on the ship?
We can loot it.
And there's only like 2 cubes left.
That you know of.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go back downstairs to get my sword. I need to fight the...
I mean,
Thank
you
you
already
for
are.
that.
You already are downstairs. You just have to
Oh, in that
move
case,
the
I'll
door,
go.
and
I'll-
you have to just open the door and go through and grab your sword.
I'll saunter on.
So you open the door, and as you do, your sword is just laying on the ground, as from what you can see, the gelatinous cube has lost all tension and has turned into a puddle.
Huh.
Puddle of acid.
Merrick's going to take his sword and do a quick perception check around.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's good. Perception. Oh, wait, that's persuasion. No wonder that was low. 18.
It is dead.
I mean, like, not the slime, just looking around.
There is nothing here.
Guys, this place sucks. Let's leave.
Can I look for where the lich came from? Just investigate there and kill the ochre jelly while I'm there.
All right,
have
you
Merrick or
can.
one of the other ones kill it.
You can certainly go down deck. Yeah.
I'm just wondering if there might be anything useful on the ship.
Yeah. Roll me a perception check. Or actually, this would be an investigation because you're going below deck looking for something specific.
Can I also do investigation to also see if I can find anything?
Sure. Both of you roll investigation. Let me know what you got.
Natty 20.
Oh, okay.
3 total.
The ochre.
17.
Okay, both of you. The ochre jelly seems to have also immediately kind of like lost cohesion and seems dead. Looking around the ship, there isn't anything on this immediate deck that seems to draw your attention. It seems like there actually isn't anything of value on this ship. The only thing that you really notice are like carved markings on the walls and sides. Some are freshly carved. Others seem to be like scratched out insignias. It looks like this vessel, from whatever you can tell, didn't really belong to this crew, as far as you can tell. And the newly carved symbols aren't really anything you recognize. You can make a religion check to see if you all know what they are.
Okay.
Sure. Also, I just want to like grab a bag full of the demi-lich dust. Okay, you do that.
17 for religion.
For Avok, I got a religion 18.
Hold on.
How do I want to do this? I will say that you both know of this, but different things. Trappit, you know this in direct relation to arcane studies, as well as just kind of like general history of like religions, as well as like cults, because you before you set up your own, you kind of did a little bit of research, and additionally as well, like through the centuries, you've kind of like looked into this the demon rumor, which I mean it was only Marianne, but you still kind of like did some research into it. These are markings in honorifics to the demon lord Jublex, the formless one, master of all oozes.
Makes sense.
And I don't know if Red is back.
It's Storm that left. Our dog was causing a lot of trouble. He went to go give it a quick walk.
Gotcha. Yeah, then you, Avok, you didn't really go to Sunday school.
Nope.
But you spent enough time around people aligned with Eloran during your days as a slave to recognize the symbol of Jublex as some of the people who took your kind, worshipped the formless one. And took away some of them for sacrifices.
In that case, what do I have? And it's etched into the wall?
It seems to be carved repeatedly into the walls of these ships. It is not one symbol, it is multiple.
It is what?
Multiple symbols carved into the walls of this ship.
In that case, I'll just like to just fire and I'll just blast at them. And just disgruntledness and just be,
Probably dead, Evok.
What?
Wasn't Evok who just blew it up?
Yeah,
He just shot a few Eldritch Blasts at them.
Yeah.
He didn't, like, blow it up.
I mean, like, destroyed symbols.
No, I don't think I destroyed them. I just fired a blast at
Nah,
them.
they're like, these are carved into metal and wood. Like, the
gotcha.
wooden ones, they can splinter, but the metal ones aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, they just said something you didn't catch for there.
These were the assholes that took my people. Not fond memories.
Well, or at least they worshipped the same people that
Yeah.
took you. Yeah.
Yeah, he just holds up his shackles. The people who worship this guy did this to me. Not a fan of their iconography.
Have you got any bracelets?
Ha ha.
By the way, Avok, because your shackles are not magical, they're still pretty. They're still pretty thick enough that they weren't like instantaneously dissolved, like the top layer of your skin. But they are a bit melty.
Oh no, my shackles are melty.
Yeah. They're a little melty.
Storm's back.
So yeah, that we are out of combat. The enemy ship is completely destroyed and taken out of the race. Good job.
Yay! Alright, we got 3 more hours. Let's kill some other people.
That didn't even take 1 hour. That was just like at most 5 minutes. Not even that. Like it took you a round of combat. That was like a minute. No, not even a minute. That's
6
not even
seconds.
6. Yeah, like 6 seconds. Yeah, sorry, my brain not work. So yeah, you all did a whole lot of destruction. The first Forged Order begins to kind of like take off, as well while the Oasis is still trying to put together their shit and is just now like being very cautious because they watched all of you just leap onto a ship and blow it up.
As we debark the ship, Traffic looks over them and gives a wave.
They begin to hurry.
How go the repairs, gents?
Okay. They begin to move quickly and with purpose. Their time for putting together their ship has now been reduced.
Oh shit. Alright guys, we gotta kill him.
Damn it! Avok's just looking at Shabbos and just shaking his head like, you fuck.
It's time to go mattering again.
How about we keep you downstairs?
How about we intimidate them and tell them not to work on their ship till we leave?
Who were they intimidating?
The Oasis, I think.
Oh, it doesn't count.
Do we know the Oasis?
You do not. You just know that they are from Varianus.
Intimidate them. Because I can't do it.
I got decent intimidation. Avok probably help. Merrick's a wolf.
Yeah,
I mean, are you all going to go over there and intimidate them?
Honestly, at this point, guys, I think we should relax. We don't want to make any more enemies until we are able to, leave. We might just end up starting another fight.
And we need to heal. Some of us got hurt back now. Avok's just going to meditate on the deck.
Okay.
I found out we had a healer.
Yeah, hi.
I used up my only 2 spells for the day. So yeah, all the healing dudes on you, Endo. Sorry.
Nah, it's all good. Alright, who needs healing?
I can just burn hit die. I'll be fine.
Yeah, Avok can do the same. We don't need to spend the spell slots just yet.
I'll do the same also.
Well, Traffic can get a full rest in because it's 4 hours, and he's an elf.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Definitely do that.
And so
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna take
Rando.
Yeah, and that way I can get my
All your spell slots back.
Yeah.
And you can select pick anything else, like change up your artillery.
Yeah, prepare new spells.
So it's
I
gonna
can,
be-
Rando can.
So it's going to be American Avoc on guard duty.
More or less.
Cool.
Well, while 4 hours pass, I'm going to have to roll some percentile dice to see who else gets knocked out of the race.
While that goes on, can American Avoc
I just heard Kenmeric and Avoc, so I don't
Have
know.
a moment.
They can in... Yeah, y'all can have a moment. I'll get to the other team getting knocked out in a bit.
Okay.
Hey, Avoc, how you doing?
I'm good. Saw the iconography of the people who worshipped the... Basically saw some religious iconography that reminded me of the people who took me and my people. That was fun.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's... Fun memories.
You've been kind of, antsy lately.
No, I'm not. Why do you think that?
Well, Paulus mentioned that those things were cursed. I just wanted to see if I can take a look at them.
Just feels like ice. It's fine.
I think there might be something more to it. Look, the Blood Hunters have this thing where we can, like, kind of read something's dark history if we meditate on it for long enough. Just let me see them for a little bit. I just want to make sure they're safe.
Everybody just kind of looks down at the hand wraps. Do I have to give it to you?
Well, yeah, I need to hold them.
Do I have to take it off?
Yeah.
No.
You see, that's kind of a red flag for me.
Can I just be touching it and I can still be wearing it for that?
You don't see anything wrong with this.
No.
That I just want to hold something and then give it back. You don't even want to.
What if you don't give it back?
Why would I need hand wraps? I use a sword.
And claws.
I prefer my sword.
But you might prefer your claws if you see. I mean, I'm cool with you just like holding my arm and doing it. I just don't want.
You remember those favors you owe me? Volk, Rita, Sonia.
Avok just kind of giving you a hard stare.
The fact that I'm calling in one is a red flag to me.
I actually gotta go for what Avok would do in that situation.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Look, I gotta message you.
Okay.
Oh boy. Like I said, I really want to look over my shoulder. Trying to stare at my screen, so.
No, I appreciate it. Trying to play this honestly. Okay. I'm just going to message you the number.
Okay.
Now there's rolls involved?
There were always roles involved.
I just want to take a look at them and use a blood under ability I've never used.
Okay. Avok.
Yes.
you don't know why he wants to see them. He's stated his reasons, but you don't trust them. You don't feel like they're right. You don't... And then it kind of dawns on you. You don't think this way. You're naturally suspicious of people and cautious, but Merrick's proven himself. He's your friend. Why wouldn't you trust him? And then you realize that these eyes, these taunting jeers, these suspicious and malevolent thoughts all started when you first put on those wraps. It felt good. It feels strong. You feel unbeatable when you have those on, but is it worth being suspicious of the one of the few people you call friend? And so you begin to take the wraps off. And it is the hardest thing you've ever had to do. This is like...
You promise if everything checks out, I get these back, right?
Of course.
Fine.
Avok, you know me.
Yeah, you're right. I'm unwrapping them.
And I would like to use Grim Psychometry.
Grim Psychometry?
Yes. A word I've never seen before and don't know how to... So
Go watch The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, then get back to me. He says psychometry like 18 times.
I want to use that, so I take 10 minutes to like just meditate on an object. I make a wisdom ability check, and based on the result, the DM can these items history or anything special. And
is there a DC that I need to know about for this, or like is it just
no? It's just
I think
you can be as coming at you depending on the roll I make.
Okay, you take 10 minutes, roll your wisdom. And by the way, Avok, as you peel off the wraps, you look down and your skin has completely healed from the wounds that you took a few moments ago.
Avok just kind of is looking over his shoulder.
You don't feel any eyes.
No, I mean Merrick's shoulder, I mean.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like you looked over your shoulder.
Avok's just kind of antsy. He's like,
I'm going to take a picture of this.
And by the way, Red.
Yes.
You have a brand new set of tattoos.
Oh. Even those were generated?
They did, but they're not like the magic ones.
Enchanted.
And they look a lot different than like. It's kind of like when skin grows back, like and like your fingerprint gets slightly altered if it like.
I know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different shade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Natural 20, so total 23.
How to describe this?
It's Asmodeus himself.
No, I'm legitimately thinking about how to describe this because I never thought I'd actually get a chance to talk about the history of these.
Ooh, that's an interesting sign.
Okay, question.
Yes.
What does Merrick know about the history of other continents and countries?
Let me roll a history check for that, because I believe I've been doing a lot of research into history because of the
book.
Old ass book.
Because of the book.
Because the book.
The boo. Plus 5, so that's 23. That's my history. So use that as you will.
Okay. Cool. Sorry that I've gotten quiet. I have to.
No, it's okay. You're developing lore in your head.
Well, going over his notes.
That's true.
Damn it. Sorry. There's a specific word that I'm looking for, and I am not finding it anywhere, which is pissing me off.
Juicy.
So I don't have the word for this, so I'm just gonna have to
The word you're looking for is thick.
well, there's no word for this, so I'm gonna have to like go off of the actual myth to basically work this out. Okay, so as you kind of like meditate over this, images begin to kind of like fill your mind that call back a lesson of history, specifically related to the first practitioners of the monastic art of long death. A long time ago, on the continent that is now known as Darius, there was once a mighty empire that was the empire known as Xing, and it was a haven to arts of all varieties, philosophical, traditional, religious, paintings, sculptures, philosophy, as well as the weapon arts, smithing, swordsmanship, and the monastic ways. In the first sets of monastic trainings, there was a temple that was situated in a province known as Devonia. And it is said that they devised the first method for perfecting long death. And they took an old proverb about creating the strongest poison by introducing poisonous creatures into a jar for a period of months at a time to see whatever creature came out would be the most poisonous and would be distilled from the essences of all those before it. And so a set of hand wraps was passed from combatant to combatant in grudge matches to the death, with the victor claiming the hand wraps to use against their next opponent, until eventually this entire province was devoid of martial artists until only one remained. At that time, the hand wraps were so thoroughly soaked in the blood of his enemies that he was thought to be the strongest fighter. And so the monks of that temple, those that were considered his elders, infused it with powerful magics to imbue his fighting spirit and the spirits of all those who he had vanquished into these hand wraps. And that is the presence that you get from these hand wraps. Thousands of screaming souls, all demanding blood and victory. Or else.
Avok,
Yeah, they're good, right?
these things, they're not good.
Okay, so they're a little creepy, I'll be honest.
Avok, these things are literally wrapped in centuries of death.
I mean, so was I. That's not so bad.
Let me phrase it this way: you trade in one set of chains for another.
What are you talking about?
These things. They'll cost something very vile, though, sort of compelling your will most.
But they make me stronger.
No, they are not strength. You saying that they make you stronger is like me saying the is my strength.
I do a lot of damage with these. I'm going up against Eclipse.
So you're okay with winning as a slave to some magic item?
If I can use it.
The Avok I know isn't a slave. Or do you consider yourself that?
I'm not a slave anymore.
Then why do you feel like these wraps need to be yours?
I'm the one that can use them.
I don't think you need them.
I can do a lot with these. I think I could even fight Hate Voss. Maybe even Ziar.
I know that fight is one we're going to have to do together. If you do that, you're rushing to another Rita wouldn't this.
I can't let another team die.
And you won't. If you rush in blindly, letting these things make you think you're strong, you're only going to get yourself and probably us killed. I know you want to be strong. I relate to that. But this isn't the way to do it. Having some item cheat for you to get strong. That's the Malcolm way of doing things. The shortcut. What did Guan teach you of strength?
Patience. The patience comes first, then strength. But we could, if we don't use these, Eclipse could.
And we keep them out of Eclipse's reach.
So what? In the bag of holding?
If it makes you feel better, yes. If I'm proven wrong, I will return these to you. Just unattune to them and think with a clear head.
Walker, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
If by taking them off, is that unattuning to it, or is that? I'm trying to, because I came from Pathfinder. I'm kind of iffy on the attunement rules.
Yeah, Pathfinder has no attunements.
With some items, yes, it is just taking them off. I will say in this instance.
Okay, a little persuasion.
Give me a second. I'm thinking.
Sure.
You don't feel its influence as strongly.
Would I know? Would I have enough of my senses to understand where Milk is coming from?
You get where he's coming from, and you also understand your master's teachings and the way that you thought prior. But at the same time, there's just a little voice kind of in the back of your head just reminding you how strong these weapons are.
Yeah, especially with the update you sent me.
Yeah!
Ooh.
So, you can... I will say this. If... You know what? we'll say this. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And this one isn't at disadvantage?
Not at disadvantage. Just shoot me a message with what you get.
Okay. Hey, Mac, you want to guidance me?
As Avok just looks at the hand wraps and thinks for a moment, and Merrick reaches out his hand, puts it on his shoulder, and just goes, "Guidance."
Maybe just pats him on the shoulder, like, "Think you're hard, buddy."
just pats him on the shoulder. Guidance.
Oh, shit. Plus a D4. How the fuck? Okay. That's... Okay. Oh, wait. I forgot to add the D4. That...
You kind of look at them, and that voice just kind of dissipates as you are now unattuned from these objects.
Avok just kind of looking at him like... Am I aware of, like, fully what it did to me?
It'll be a while before everything fully sinks in. But you are aware that you were not quite yourself when you had them on.
Okay, is that just still that piece of me that's longing for them?
The voice is there, but it is a lot, like, it is kind of like... the best way I can describe it is, it's like those background thoughts where you're just kind of, like, sitting there working on something, and you're like, man, I wish I was a Jedi.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those, like, super far off background thoughts that you don't really think about, but it's just there in the back burner.
Yeah, it's like what I'm adding randomly in my mind. Pizza. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, exactly.
Just want to make sure I repeat this accurately.
Yeah.
If a big fight's coming up and I think I need...
Then we'll have them back. Until then, just know they're safe for me, and I put them in the bag of holding.
You swear.
Yes.
Swear on Palor.
I'll do you one better.
Jesus Christ.
I swear on the man that saved me when Pillow wasn't there.
Avok just sort of nods. Okay. And Avok just gonna try and frustratingly meditate.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of skip through these 4 hours, because we did kind of burn half our time on this fight.
Yeah, that was something.
So, Linsbor and Cutter and Percy all work extremely diligently alongside Luke to repair the ship while everyone else kind of rests and meditates. I'm going to go ahead and roll a check real quick. Okay. At the end of the 4 hours, Rando and Trappet, your spells are back. As well as you all having recovered the hit points you need to. And those of you that were spending hit dice, do that.
I don't get any of my spells back, but hey, got this far without them anyway.
And at the end of the 4 hours, your ship starts to rev up. And as it does, you can hear a sound on the horizon.
That's not good.
Oh,
Mary, give me the hand wraps.
As the pillar ship begins to approach from off in the horizon, you all kind of spool up your engines right at the same time as the Oasis. which reminds me, the Bloodforged Order has a head start on y'all.
Quickly, fireball the Oasis at them.
I mean, we could.
I kind of get the feeling these guys are like the Ravengers from Firefly. That doesn't make me want to fight them anymore.
Which group?
The sword.
Yeah, the Shadborne. They kind of remind me of Ravengers from Reavers from
Yeah.
Firefly.
I'm not gonna answer that question.
Oh boy.
Speaking of Ravengers, I could cripple their ship again.
That would be nice.
On that note, I rolled those percentile dice, so while you all were resting up and waiting, you heard another 2 buzzer sounds and an announcement go off as they called out, "And it looks like another racer has been eliminated from this fine race. It seems like not everyone is acclimating well to this environment." And the other announcer goes, "Yeah, it's... oh boy, that's a shame." And you all watch as... First off, let me remove them. You all watch as the view screen comes up, and the group that you had seen earlier, led by Rin Illifin, you see them on the screen as they fly over another racer who is a fire genasi riding this brilliant golden chariot being pulled by 4 salamanders. As you watch as Rin leaps off the side of her ship, throws a dagger, teleports on top of the reins, cuts them loose, and then throws her dagger to teleport back up to their ship as the fire genasi's chariot flips over, and you watch as the dude, like, flies off of it, lands in front of his salamanders, and just kind of, like, tumbles a bit before skidding to a halt and isn't moving.
Oof.
And he is gone. And additionally, you watch as this group of hooded figures appear on the view screen next, who are all driving this best way to describe this large, like, wagon being pulled forth by a mass of, like, writhing tentacles. And as they are, like, pulling forward, you watch as up alongside them pull those Vecna cultists you had seen earlier. And the doors on the side of their vehicle open up as these... The best way to describe the ship is it kind of looks like the Flying Dutchman from fucking Pirates of the Caribbean.
Nice.
So you watch as a literal, like, horde of broadside cannons extend and fire out into this, like, wagon, just shredding it to pieces. As it just keeps on moving forward. And now we pick up with y'all as you are taking off, and the pillar ship is fast approaching. So y'all are heading out?
Yeah.
All right, dope. It is challenge time.
Did you guys want me to blow up their ship before we left?
Your call.
I mean, you want to wait for them to get that close to us.
I will say this: they are not in range of, like, erupting Earth.
We'll wait for them to get closer. I mean, don't hold your spell for it. Wait for them. Let's keep moving.
I can hold level 3 and do that.
Okay.
How's their ship looking?
It's looking fine.
Okay.
All signs of previous damage seem to not be there.
Worrisome.
So yeah, I rolled a check to see how long, and we're looking at 4 hours. So this is going to be a tough challenge. As you all proceed further into the desert, now kind of entering the Mud Hills territory, on the verge of Chasm's reach. You watch as, like, kind of cresting over the side path, like a ways off in the distance, like like through a spyglass that Cutter loans you, you're able to see the other group of racers, including the CCR and the Lake Devil, off on the ridge, like kind of like coasting through. On that note, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. All right. Now for your challenge. Let's see what we're facing. Okay. I love it. All right. How to do this? Okay. First question. Is Linsborn navigating or is Rando?
I think we'll have Linsborn navigate. I think.
All right. Plus, I believe he has advantage on, like, fucking all the planes now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fire was his one weakness. That's still not great. Plus his survival. Uh, 19. So that's actually pretty good. How to do this?
We all die.
Preferably as.
So Linsbor. Okay, I know how to do this. I need everyone to make strength saving throws.
Oh, see if I'm good afterwards.
Oh joy!
With advantage.
Oh my god! I used the trapper die for the first roll, and
Natural.
Nice.
So for Merrick, that's a total of 20. No, save 29.
So Merrick is 29. Just type them up in the chat so I can keep track of them.
I'll use the Vex.
Discord or roll 20.
Roll 20.
Okay.
I will use the dice Vex got me, the dice you guys got me. Let's see what happens.
Hopefully, it will better than the one you gave me.
I think you said it was not 20.
No, that was
Storm.
Red who said.
Yeah, Storm. Though that was the dice you got me.
Okay, cool.
It rolled bad for me, but the other dice rolled well.
Zach, are you still there?
I think he said that he'd be right back.
Shit.
Oh my god!
I can roll for him if you like.
Guys,
What?
the Vex die gave me a natural 1.
But is
With
that
advantage?
But the twin die,
Yes.
at 20.
You're close tonight, man.
That's my second nat 20.
I'll roll for Rando.
I just got back.
Okay,
great.
then never mind. Roll your own strength saving throws, goddammit.
Okay, what kind of saving throw?
Strength
with
saving throw
advantage.
with advantage.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Don't worry, that's his best stat.
I was gonna say, my second to worst. Oh,
No, be confident in yourself.
Oh no.
Be confident in yourself.
Oh no.
More confident.
I think that's a 10.
With advantage?
Yeah.
See, the problem here is you weren't confident enough.
Okay then.
Never mind, that's a 9.
It got worse.
Hey, yeah, cause I don't think he Wait, how's it a 9?
Okay, I rolled an 8 as my highest.
Okay, and then you forgot that your modifier was a 1.
Yeah, I thought it was a 2.
It is not. So let me think here. Okay, Linsbor is in the cabin with Percy and Cutter navigating. And they
We
all
had a nice boat.
and they all like, succeed. Then where is everyone? Is everyone still in the same positions where they were last time?
Avok is meditating probably by the mast.
Okay, so
Yeah,
top
we have
deck.
a deck near the bow.
Yeah.
Okay, so also top deck. Okay, so the three of y'all are on top deck. Where is Rando? Because last time you were in the mid deck.
Top deck. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm saying last time that y'all like were in the race, you were on the mid deck. And then when y'all took your rest, you were on the top deck. Are you still on the top deck?
Yeah, he was still on the top deck.
Okay.
Oh,
As you all begin to reach the like section of Chasm's Reach, like the entrance to Chasm's Reach, there are the mud hills kind of like surrounding you, but this area is just kind of this barren, cracked wasteland where the earth kind of like rumbles a little bit. And you quickly kind of see why. Chasm's Reach, as it is colloquially called, is home to a entity known as the Chasm that no one has seen, and all they know is that he is exceptionally well guarded by primordial forces far beyond many mortals' comprehension. And his territory is volatile. So you watch as this area is full of shifting tectonic plates of earth that create whole new topographies every second. So your ship quickly kind of hits these shifting platforms, and Linsbor is able to navigate you very well, but it does still jostle your ship. And all of you are able to kind of like hold on and brace yourselves rather well, except for Rando, who is wobbling and shaking and kind of like getting knocked about until you hit one particular section where the shifting one section of the plates of earth kind of like goes underneath another and just kind of makes this jutting mountain. Or I guess it's more of a hill technically, but it starts to kind of like grow into a mountain. As you all are like passing it, and it hits your ship and kind of like rams you with the force of another ship ramming you, and Rando gets knocked off.
Can we try to grab him?
I used deflect missile to grab random.
You all can certainly try.
I mean, he can polymorph, so I think he's okay. But yeah, Avok would try to.
He can
grab him.
polymorph and beast shape.
Yes.
Still,
Randall got knocked off.
yeah,
Yep.
he's being knocked off right now.
He is
what
being
kind
knocked
of-
off the ship right now.
I'd rather beast shape into a bird and have a higher chance so I don't waste my polymorph.
Yeah.
So, like, if we want to try and grab him, what kind of roll is that?
That will be
I could try and jump off and catch him because I have feather fall.
athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
But then you still be falling. Is the
Like,
problem?
Rando can catch
Just
himself.
have a
a
whack
question.
around.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Huh?
Could I try and activate my tattoo?
The Earth one?
The Earth one?
Yeah, the one you just got?
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
For what's it's worth, I did roll a 20 total.
I got a 26.
Yeah, but if anyone wants to do something,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, goodbye wins.
I just want to see if it works.
Okay.
So what do I need
Make
to roll here?
4 wisdom checks, and you're gonna take the lowest.
Oh. Okay. Checks, not saves.
Not saves.
Okay. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. A 7.
Out of 4?
Yeah.
But 7 is a lucky number when you think about
I got a 3, a 6, a 17, and an 18.
A 3, a 6, a 17, 18. Okay.
Now let me double check because I believe it's only a +4 here for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
just to check.
I'm logging that. Is anyone trying to grab Rando?
it. Avok rolled a 26.
Merrick rolled 20. But Avok's higher, so.
Trap
If
it.
they can't get him, Trap is going over the edge with his umbrella to try and catch him.
I mean, we're not stopping for you guys. Let him
Okay.
fly.
I mean, the thing is, I have a rope attached to me.
Okay, they know that.
Did we say we were tying each other to the thing earlier?
No, we didn't.
No, not for this time.
I assume we were still, because we said we're taking the same positions. I assume we're doing the same thing.
Well, I mean, you guys would have had to untie yourselves for the rest stop, and since you said you didn't retie yourselves, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with
that's
no.
I mean, when you said I was doing the same position, sorry, I was making an assumption. And you guys won't come back for us?
Okay.
There's no need to jump over the ship. That's the thing.
I'm scared with what you're rolling.
Sand sharks.
I'm gonna joke about
Don't
this.
you joke about that.
I've legit had an entire campaign derailed because of someone's obsession with land sharks. I won't even think that this is a campaign.
I don't like that sigh.
That sounds like someone with a knucklevy.
Yeah.
Okay. Rando.
Uh-huh.
Avok.
Hi.
Oh, no.
Avok, as you jump out to grab Rando, you are able to kind of, like, get him, like, not even by any bit of his body. You just kind of, like, barely grasp at his cloak as he slips your grasp and tumbles off the side.
Oh,
And
no.
you watch as his tattoos glow as, Rando, you call forth the power of the earth,
Oh, shit.
and a tectonic plate juts up to put you back on your ship and collides with you and Avok, dealing 56 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm unconscious. Wait, no.
I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance. You okay, man? Yeah, thankfully with the hit die rolled, I'm just missing a hit point. A hit point?
How much? How much? 56?
56.
Oh! I'm sorry.
Is he back on the boat, though?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yes, yes, you both are.
Chapman walks over with a rope and just starts tying Randa to the deck.
Avon is just like prone on the ground with a bleeding nose. Like, ow.
You got a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
You got hit in the chest with a mountain, my dude.
Yeah, I did. I reduced it by some, but I'm looking low.
Yeah, at this point, I would say, honestly, like, you probably have a few bruised ribs and a broken arm.
Can I roll medicine?
Sure.
Cool.
I'm getting a health potion now for Avok.
Lost dice, because that
I just-
actually helps with medicine.
I'm just gonna step over Avok and keep tying Rando up. Like, sorry about my son.
No, it's cool. He's getting used to his shit.
I rolled an 18.
Yeah, you're really in a bad way, Rando. Were you rolling medicine to heal your... Like, what were you rolling medicine for?
To heal him.
You know what? You give him a very nice splint for his broken arm. Congratulations, Avok. You heal no damage, but now you can sort of use your arm.
Cool. I guess I'll be focusing on kicking. Oh,
I probably should give you a potion.
that would.
Yeah, Merrick, I'm handing Avok my greater healing potion.
Okay. What does that do?
It heals.
No, I mean how much?
44 plus 4.
Okay. Also,
I really gotta keep reading my Redeemer's Core and just
Yeah, I'm gonna
learn
give
what
him
the
a
fuck,
greater healing potion.
cool. I got 2.
Yeah, I was about to say, you do have the Redeemer's Cord. Would you like to use that?
It only heals from death, doesn't it? That's one of the. Oh yeah, I'll just use that. Yeah.
Now, granted, if you use up more than 5 charges, then yeah, you're gonna have to wait a while if anybody dies.
It currently has all its charges back, so yeah, I'm popping Avok with 5 charges and healing busted arm.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, I can regenerate limbs with.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but his limb's not missing. You're just basically like, it wouldn't even cost that much to mend a broken bone, honestly.
Yeah,
So how much would it cost?
like 5 charges.
I mean,
No, he said he wouldn't cost 5.
just give me a second. God damn.
Yeah, sure. So I need to like commit this shit to memory.
Just have a larger.
No.
Yeah, I was about to say, read your shit, boys.
No.
No, I write this stuff down here because it's impossible
I
to.
refuse. How dare. Let's see. Yeah, so you get 1d8 plus your wisdom charges per day.
So currently 11.
Storm, does this affect also heal me any hit points, or does it just?
I think I'm looking at the one that is resurrection, but I can't really do that for this. I mean, unless you allow
Okay,
it.
yeah, my apologies. Yeah, Shit.
I mean, I'm willing to burn the charges if it evens out to.
I'll say this:
busted
we can say one charge does like a d6 plus your wisdom of healing.
Sure thing.
So
And
if you
will that
burn
fix the
multiple
arm?
charges, I mean, what's your wisdom?
16.
That's not what I. What's your
It's
modifier?
a plus 3.
Plus,
Okay. I will say, yeah, you'll probably have to burn 2 of them, but yeah, you could fix the broken arm.
Sure thing.
So that's 2d6 plus 6.
Yeah, that's 17 hit points, dude.
Yeah, you're healed up 17 hit points and your arm is fixed.
and
Ah.
I'm giving him a greater healing potion, and I rolled for 14 health.
Your ribs don't feel as bruised.
Huzzah! But wait, Merrick, I'm keeping the healing
So,
potion you gave.
On the plus side, you're at 32 health now.
No, I wasn't that low. I healed up 86.
I know he's saying you healed for
Oh, total.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're at 32 now.
of healing.
Yeah, my
Oh, yeah. I was saying that he was only missing one. He wasn't at one. He
Oh,
misunderstood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so
Alright, new rule. Whenever we're on the deck, we're riding a rope.
Trevor, I don't think I've ever agreed with you so fast.
Have I finished tying Rando up?
probably.
yeah, he's lashed to the mast.
I sent you a message. Can I get a yay or nay on that?
Yeah, sorry, I got streamer mode on, so I see none of the Discord messages, and
Oh, that's what that does. Okay.
Yeah, it also like mutes it if someone pops into the chat. You don't hear any notifications at all.
Like, that's why
Yeah.
like you have a tendency to like pop in like oh wait, did they not hear me? Like Walker has not been able to hear you because of that.
Streamer
mode.
mode, yeah, it does not notify me that someone's entered.
Because I have streamer mode on all the time. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's
Okay, cool.
the very definition of that item is that.
Alright, so I look over to Avok. Alright, yeah. Time for you to be lashed down. I hand Avok a noose. Put that on.
I'm gonna make signals here.
That's what it is. It's tied to the boat.
Merrick just gives Chapman an eye like, okay. Seriously.
It'll
Okay,
cut the fall short.
I tie myself to it.
Are you actually gonna wear the noose?
Hell no.
Like what, you make it big and where's it?
Yeah. I'm not
So-
gonna be lynched by the boat if I fall off.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say I'd have to actually roll damage for that shit. Like I'd have to make rolls to see if that is like instantaneous neck snapping death.
Like Avok just is undoing the noose part and just like tying it on his waist.
So you're just basically making like a bowline knot and tying it around your waist.
Essentially, yeah. He's just looking at Trappist like, I'm getting real mixed.
Trappist just shrugs and starts tying himself up.
Okay.
Merrick's already halfway through tying himself up. Like Merrick's sort of like doing like halfway across the chest, so it's like a more like doesn't like all snap his waist. Like,
So a harness.
yeah, like that way it's distributed.
Oh, that's a good idea. Avok should have done that.
You know that scene from G Gundam where Domon just like, does that thing with the wrap and the gun down and just like
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what he's doing right now.
Shin! Choco-sen!
Okay.
Very crusher.
Okay.
That's essentially what Johanna just did to me.
He's giving the guy a Hey, I can shining finger while the dawn. Note to self, grab that clip. I'll be right back.
Okay. As you all proceed further through Chasm's Reach, you hear another buzzer as another team gets eliminated. This time, everyone's fan favorite from the Fire Elemental Plane, the bikers themselves, the beautiful brass boys. You watch as these pompadour spouting Azir, led by a fire giant with a most notorious beard. You watch as their pyrocycles get absolutely destroyed by this gyroscopic craft being piloted by Air Genasi that kicks up a ridiculous amount of wind around it. And they swoop down low towards the brass boys, and the winds knock them all off their pyrocycles off into the chasm below as they all fall to their deaths.
Ooh.
And they go, ooh, that's not a good sign for them, but anyone who messes with the tricksters gets tricked. Ah, he got the joke, ha ha! And thus, you all proceed through the race. And another 4 hours pass. I need everyone to make me perception checks.
Okay.
With advantage. Because Lensbor.
Well, that was a 1. Thank God for the advantage.
21. Let me put in the group, sorry.
23.
Perception.
Um,
20 total.
So 23, 21, 20.
Let me double check. What's my perception? All right. I feel like that's a fitting number.
Yeah, if only we had a 22, we'd have a full chain.
I'm sorry, I failed you guys.
It's okay.
I need everyone to roll me history checks.
Oh no! Don't do that to me.
This is not with advantage.
Oh, well.
I'll use this.
I think I'll still improve my history. Well, 21 again.
21, 12,
Yeah.
14.
Dang.
They said this is history?
Yes, it is, Avok.
Uh,
I rolled a 9.
I went back to the basic trap and die.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, this dice,
So...
you've betrayed me.
This isn't hard for all of you, but the specifics of this are lost to all of you but one. Trap it.
Not Orlando?
Well, first off, everyone, you feel as you make it through the shifting earth planes, it gets easier to kind of like get through them, but you all feel the earth kind of like shake more than it has been these past few times. It kind of actually seems to thrum under your weight, under the ship rather rhythmically, almost to a beat or a song. As you all kind of hear a sound off in the distance, and you can't quite place it, but it sounds familiar. And then Trap It, you hear a loud kind of thunderclap almost, followed by this kind of whirring sound as you watch in front of you, not too far off in the distance, as the First Forged Order ship gets struck by a bolt of silvery light before a sphere explodes outward from it, and in the area where they once were, there is now 100-foot crater.
There's a what for crater?
100-foot crater.
Okay.
Let's not go that way.
And Trap It, as you see that go off, you remember far off a singular tale that just kind of clicks in your memory. And you now put together why the gardener told you to avoid Chasm's reach, why Valis Taorn warned you all against crossing paths with the Chasm, why this place is referred to as such. There was once, a long time ago, during your days on Darius, leading up to at the end of the Third Age, the Arcanum Convergence, you heard whispers and rumors of one man stoking the flames of this magical arms race. One individual who produced thousands of relics and artifacts, some of which are still seen service today. The Raps of Devonia being as well one of his ideas. A man so absolutely terrifying that no one dare speak his name, and they only refer to his masterpiece weapon. the Void Cannon. A weapon of mass destruction that all you would hear before its untimely arrival would be a thunderclap and a whirring noise like clocks being wound before you were erased from existence. And as you all turn to look in the direction of where that shot came, you see a stone fortress 300 feet in height being carried on the backs of 6 Tarrasques chained at the neck as this fortress proceeds towards you all and the other racers on the ridge at breakneck speed. What do you do?
I first off point out to everybody.
Little.
It's a stupid weapon called, was it the Void Cannon?
The Void Cannon?
Yeah, it's a stupid weapon called the Void Cannon. Came about the Third Age. I swear I had nothing to do with this one. We should go fast. But we hear a winding up sound. It's about to fire.
Oh no.
Do they have to aim that thing, or is it just an AoE?
And how?
Yes.
What?
How far away is it?
Currently from your position, it is... It's roughly about 600 feet off, but it is closing that distance rather quickly.
Do we get the sense that it's seen us?
You get... I mean, considering it took out the racers that were in front of you, yes.
Oh.
So we can't say pass without a trace and try to stealth.
You can certainly try. There is no guarantee.
So how far back was it?
They are about 600 feet off to your, we'll say, to your left side.
I mean, it's basically pissing in the wind, but I'm going to prepare,
I could dimension door and cast darkness.
Then you've used up your...
I can do strand myself.
I'm going to prepare Yondu's lance just in case. It's not going to do as much, but I might be able to, like, hit the chains if it gets too close to us. Maybe release one of the Tarrasques that it's taking.
So range on this.
Then the trash could also hurt us.
But at least maybe, it won't be able to move as fast if there's a rogue Tarrasque running around.
That's a good point. Well, we're faster. I think we're faster than a single Tarrasque. I think we move.
Here's the thing: a Tarrasque's running speed is the same as a Merrick unhasted.
Yeah, so we're faster than it, but it's there's a lot of them is the thing.
Yeah.
I give him a horsepower.
So that could slow them down.
Could we take on a singular Tarrasque?
No.
No! That thing will gobble your ship in one bite.
My character doesn't know
only
this.
50 feet long. Or sorry, 50 feet tall. It's only 7 feet long. It's like Jaws.
Here's the thing: my dad used to tell me stories about those things back when I was like, "Don't misbehave, with the Tarrasque will come eat everything you love."
And then you became a werewolf.
Tarrasque are basically Armageddon.
Oh.
Like, that's why an undead one underneath the boneyard killed the shit out of me.
They're a bit cantankerous, a bit troublesome.
Can we polymorph anything on their ship into a T-Rex?
I think T-Rex might be smaller.
You can't really see like anything on that. You just see the stone fortress.
Yeah. Is there any cover that we can take?
That's a good question.
But it's just so evaporate a crater.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you all are going to want to avoid.
Yeah, that's
I'm out of spells, so I'm fucked in that department.
On the plus side, I'm back to full spells.
I have a shirt that says it's a 17 weapon t-shirt that I was going to give Rita.
Okay.
We can offer it to them as a pardon, like a sign of good trust.
You can try. We don't have any means of contacting them. So.
I'm kidding about that anyway. Okay, so spells at my disposal. Wait a minute. I'm sure this is definitely going to fail. It's a Tarask, and also I'm not in range. How close did it seem like they were when they obliterated the first forge?
From where the first forge were, they
Yeah.
would have been 800 feet away.
Oh, joy! So they can just kind of do that any range. So most of this so they might even get a chance to do whatever they want to do before we're in range.
Yeah, here's the thing. Well, everything that we have, we're out of range to do.
What if we go towards them? Like, close... Oh, wait, the Tarask. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hear me out, guys. Let's go towards the death pit.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like, they can't fire if we're too close. They would be in the blast rate.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
that'll go well.
Yeah, right now they have the advantage close and long range. The only thing we can do right now is try to avoid them.
That's why I kind of want to see if I can get close and cast darkness to fuck up their aiming.
I mean, whatever they try to do, if it seems like they're going to aim and fire, I'm going to attempt a wooden flame.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll work, but
That's fair.
Again, I'm going to try and walk. Can we see the cannon itself?
Oh, wait. We have cannons.
yeah, but I don't want to make them
Yeah,
want
that
to
would be
fire at us.
I think they're firing
It
us anyway.
is a ways off.
I mean, would it be visible if it got closer to us? Is what I was thinking.
With your initial perception check, I will say that yes, you can see it. You see it kind of like jutting out, like in the direction of them. It is a long, kind of like black metal cannon with these red, like pulsating arcane lines carved into it. And you're like, okay, it's probably like overheated right now. We've got some time. And then you kind of notice that's not the only one.
What?
As you notice that on the 300-foot fortress, there are 7 other cannons.
So I was going to suggest I can maybe take out the cannon by burning all my high-level slots. I
Can you
don't have
reach that
enough.
far? Can you reach that far?
No, if it got close. No, I don't think it got close to us. Sorry, I was talking out of character, but
That's fine.
if it got close to us, perhaps it could. But I don't want it to get close.
In that case,
It did all that from 800 feet out.
yeah,
From
we just have to keep moving. Try to evade. Maybe if we raise a white flag, it won't perceive us as a threat. I mean, I'm not.
Something for sport.
Walker, is this another racer by chance?
They are very much not.
Okay, I didn't think so. I just want to double check.
Is there any terrain around us that we can use to impede their vision of us?
Well, as stated previously, the entire area is kind of shifting tectonic plates. So, yes, you all...
I
the
know.
entire topography is being rewritten every couple of seconds.
Lando, do you have any new Earth powers that can fuck them up with some earthquakes?
He literally just did it
Uh,
and fucked himself up.
Yeah, but could you try that again?
Well, it might cause a spike at us.
Better than
I
nothing.
could probably try the fire one. I might have a better chance with that.
Hold on. If we can obscure the vision of us for just a moment, I can cast Patch Without a Trace, and hopefully we can slip by them.
Yeah, what I'm hoping is that you can create an earthquake and give us a tunnel out of sight so that they can't see us and they don't have an accurate shot on us.
Guidance.
Okay, which one do you want? Do you want the tunnel or do you want the?
I think just a wall.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep them away from being able to reach us.
to roll 4D.
I mean, if it's just a wall, then they can just blast through it. If we have a tunnel, they won't be able to see where we're going.
This is all. Here's the reality. We have so many ideas and none of them are.
Yeah, but right now we're grasping at straws since this thing can snipe us from the fucking moon.
Walker.
I mean, and technically, while you all have been debating this, like, you're still moving. It is closing.
Yes.
It is.
Walker.
It is now 500 feet away.
Walker.
Yes.
How many dice do I have to roll now?
Which one are you doing?
Probably a wall would be the best option.
No. I'm asking earth or fire. Which are you doing?
Oh, I thought that was one of you guys, not the
No,
dog.
that's my dog. She's not happy with this plan.
Earth or fire? What are you doing?
I'm going. I guess Earth. Oh,
Okay.
no.
Okay. I
Guidance.
need you to roll. I need you to roll 2d20 and take the lower of the two.
Does guidance help in this?
Does guidance help?
Rando, you can roll guidance.
Mary just takes Shando by the shoulders like, you got this, Shando. I believe in you. And I slap him across the face.
Alright, I'm gonna roll the 1d4. We'll just find out. Okay, that's 2.
Not bad.
Okay, could be worse. Oh, fuck.
Why?
So, hold on. What was the lower d20 roll before your modifiers?
Before my modifiers?
Before your modifiers.
A 4.
After your
Altogether.
modifiers, it would have been an 8?
Including everything? And this is wisdom, correct? So
I'm just
therefore,
talking about your wisdom. What would it be with your wisdom?
with my wisdom,
That'd be an 8,
And what did you roll on guidance?
a 2, so I have a 10.
You have a 6.
I'm sorry, what?
You have a 6.
Oh,
Are you
no.
trying to do tunnel or wall?
You know what? Let's just go wall. Look, I'm gonna be the reason our team dies.
No, you're
Okay.
not.
As you try to summon a wall beside your car, trying to will the plates to shift to provide you cover while your teammates obscure yourselves from view. The ground beneath your vehicle suddenly vanishes
Oh!
as you all plummet into a tunnel that drops down 60 feet.
Hang on.
Oh no.
I need everyone to make strength saving throws.
Question, I'm tied to the...
We're all tied.
Make strength saving throws.
Oh, shit.
And I can't use my featherfall item. Can
Oh no!
Do you want to use your featherfall item?
I'm worried I might just get snapped out of the air if I did.
Do you want to use your featherfall item?
Guys, I'm gonna be unconscious after this.
Fuck it.
just for
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
We'd be falling at rate. He's faster than you, so maybe not.
No, that's what I'm worried about.
I mean,
But like
you can activate at the last second.
'Cause I'm
Don't worry, I got that potion.
I just think like grabbing Rando and just doing that to try and,
I'm tied to the mast. I
I
can't.
know I was gonna cut Yumi off or something. I don't
We're
know.
all tied to the mast, is the thing.
I guess I'm not
Okay.
doing that.
So no featherfall?
I mean, would it, like, am I smart enough to think that it would snap me or would it not snap me?
You're not sure because you haven't been in a 60-foot free fall tied to a ship with featherfall before.
Fuck, I'm getting featherfall shot.
Okay. So that's a 20, a 19, and a 3. What'd you roll on? Okay. So you're
Can I
casting
grab
you're casting featherfall.
Yeah, can I grab Rando while I do it just
You cannot.
instinct? Okay, never mind.
So you're casting featherfall.
Mm-hmm.
Good news. You're not having to roll a strength saving throw. I need you to roll me a con saving throw.
You okay, buddy?
It's a 1.
Ooh.
Natural?
Natural.
Able Alpha gun to pick it went up.
So it's a 8 total. Well, Trappist dice is going to dice jail.
Okay.
Just don't be bisected.
Well, I put it around my shoulders like you did.
So that's Okay. Okay. As you all fall, Merrick and Avok, you are able to kind of like, as you're free falling, kind of like grab onto your ropes and start to pull yourselves down to the deck. It is really hard, the wind whipping around you, tossing you about like ants. I don't know, like leaves on the wind. You are getting thrown about, and you grab onto the railing and are able to hold on and kind of like brace yourselves against the inevitable collision. And as your like vehicle slams into the ground, the shocks absorb most of it, but you still hit the deck very hard, taking 18 points of damage each. Rando, you are lashed to the mast. And so you kind of like hold on for dear life as you are falling. You begin to slowly kind of float up. Kind of in and out of your knots. So you drift, and your feet kind of catch on the rope, so you are not free falling. But as you hit, you are jerked violently and suddenly downward.
Mm-hmm.
And you take 36 points of damage as you collide with, as your face collides with the deck, and your leg twists at an odd angle, and you hear a snap.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I am very unconscious.
Unconscious with a broken leg.
I got that.
That sounds like pain.
Hey, Vex.
Welcome back.
Hi.
You're here at the worst time.
I can see that.
Damn it. I wish I could have cast Featherfall on him because it's enough for 5 people. But it's probably just crippled me too.
Trap it. As you cast Featherfall on yourself to slow your descent, the sudden pull and tension of the rope jerks towards your lower half and crushes your spine instantaneously.
Oh!
You are dead.
Merrick runs over to trap it, slaps him with the Redeemer's cord, and burning 5 charges.
Okay.
Ooh. Yikes.
Roll the hit dice.
Right. 1 second.
I was at full hit points. I was at full hit points too.
Also, Vex, we're going to be chased by a death machine and 8 Tarasques.
Avoid cannon.
What?
But hey, it's 4 Tarasques.
Oh, thank you.
6.
Walker.
Oh.
That did 196 damage.
What the shit? I only for 1 day. 1 day.
On the plus, like, lens was at full health.
It was a lot of different factors. I rolled the dice for 60 feet of damage for the party, and then I used a dice roller to roll 12d6 because you were casting Featherfall, so you were basically fighting... You were essentially fighting their velocity. And then I had to multiply that because you had lashed a rope around yourself. Because that is a lot of tension at very precise points of your body. So it ended up being 196 points of damage.
So yeah,
rounded down.
I burn 5 charges. I'm down to 4, and Trap It gets 31 hit points back as I bring this fucker back from death's edge.
I thought he just said he died on impact.
Yeah, he died, but Merrick's was like, "You're not fucking done here."
He's gone.
It's so essentially.
It's
like
essentially revivifying.
this is the best way I could put it. Like I've given you the dimensions of your ship, so it's like 30 feet tall, like 65 feet wide, etc. That is like tons of metal pulling on a single body that is falling at a rate of like I think it's like 5 feet around.
Frankly, we're lucky you didn't get bisected.
I had considered like removing the limbs, but I was like, that's a bit harsh.
Our ship is falling?
We're
yeah.
in a tunnel.
Yeah.
Long story.
Rando made a oopsie.
Well, an oopsie or a good.
Which reminds me, technically, now that you're here, Linsborg, can you make me a strength saving throw?
Oh, the man just got here. Don't punish him. Guide him.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Hey Walker, you know that character I've been working on for something happened to Lensmore?
Yeah.
This is
Well, I hope you're ready to make final preparations.
Well, I mean, it depends on what happens. So let me make your strength saving throw.
Just tell me, like where am I right now?
You are in the cabin with Cutter and Percy, and all three of you are essentially pinned to the roof as your ship is now in free fall 60 feet.
Oh boy. Okay then.
And Aura is kind of like in their like little pen, pinned to that too.
Okay.
Luke is fucking fine because it's a goddamn shield guardy.
Can he shield me from this? Or
no, he's just more or less getting bounced around the hull.
All right then. You said strength save.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the sheet. Okay, that's an 11.
You take 36 points of damage.
Ouch.
As
Anyone know what health I was at?
from what I can see here,
You hadn't taken damage.
You hadn't taken damage, but you also hadn't rested. So you were still at like 50. So,
Okay then. Okay, and so
you're at
36.
14 hit points.
Oh boy.
As Cutter is also taking 36 points of damage, but is still standing because he's a tough old bastard. And Percy surprisingly succeeded his strength saving throw.
Wait, I thought Percy died.
He did, but yeah, Storm brought him back a couple sessions ago. And takes only 18 points of damage. He is bloodied.
The combat medic for when the actual medic's unconscious.
And
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm getting you up next.
Can
And
I
I'm fixing that leg.
get a strength saving throw from Aura?
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Or is she? Or has better strength than I do.
While he's rolling that, Walker, I want to know that Merrick is fixed. I'm putting another 2 charges like we discussed with Avok's arm before, and no one else fucking died. That's an order.
That is also an 11.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so Aura takes 38 points of damage. Or sorry, 36 points of damage, my apologies.
Oh, Aura's so hurt.
I'm so sorry.
So Storm, you
This was
burned
Storm's
2
idea.
charges?
Yeah.
So if I remember correctly, that was
2d6
plus
plus
6.
Yeah. So he heals 17.
Alright, Zach, you're conscious. And your leg isn't broken.
Wait, how much did he heal me for?
17.
Now, are we in a trench?
I'm technically
You are-
still in the negatives.
It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
That's Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's Pathfinder.
Just
This
hit,
is
just hit 0.
It's 17 health.
yeah, you're at
Yeah.
17 health.
Okay. I instinctively I'm gonna look around. How bad is everybody?
Trappit is like you did not see Trappit die. Essentially, like you drifted, you saw like you basically just were looking straight down, and then you were just out. So
goes over the-
Trappit is just on the ground, like just not in a good way. And neither is anyone else around you, really.
Avok goes over and gives Trapper a hand, just like,
Yeah, been there.
Wait, what happened?
Don't worry about it.
Just died again.
And
What?
you all are now in a
Is my spine fixed, by the way?
Yes, it is. Like that, the Redeemer's Cord heals all like broken bones and like severed limbs when it resurrects you.
Merrick's just reviving the whole party at this point.
It doesn't like
Wait,
it doesn't
what?
it doesn't matter where his
Did I
soul
die?
is, right?
No, Chapit did.
What?
Oh, that was in character. Mine wasn't.
Yeah, it just goes like, sound off. Who's off?
You just hear Percy groan from the cabin.
Bail question. Sound off. Who's dead?
No,
Move.
no one groans because anyone dead wouldn't say anything.
I get
Fantastic. Move on, team.
the joke, but oh.
On that note,
Are we just in a tunnel now? Like, is it a trench?
you are in a tunnel now. It seems to go on for longer than any of your visions last, except for Trappit. You can see 80 feet in front of you is a slight exit that kind of like curves upwards. No light is pouring in, so you assume that it's probably another 60-foot climb.
Merrick is going to cast light in that direction.
I'm blinded now.
As literally Trappit's like, oh, cool, neat. And then just suddenly, and you're like, oh god! It's like when you're wearing night vision goggles and you catch headlights coming down the road.
My eyes are batting now too.
Sorry, light domain. Kind of got that one for free.
This is the worst day. Actually, no, this is the 7th worst day ever.
Glad you have them categorized.
Okay, 17th.
Still, my top 3 still haven't changed, but here we go. Carter, can you make it up that incline?
Did I almost kill you guys?
Yes.
Rando.
No, almost about it.
Yeah, but Rando.
We finally got a body count for you.
Rando, you saved us. That cannon was a guaranteed death. You got us out of there, and we're all still alive.
Well, we don't know that yet. It could still be trained on us.
But frankly, we're better off than when we were before.
You said the crater was 10 feet deep?
60 feet. The crater?
The crater.
Yeah.
No, it was 100 feet.
Then yeah, Avog's not satisfied yet. Let's keep going.
Like, it's essentially a 50-foot radius.
Yeah, let's go.
Well,
I mean, bright side, you're 60 feet underground, so you can safely assume that you're not gonna die here.
Oh, can I cast Pass Without a Trace?
That'd be a good idea.
That'd be
Alright.
useful.
We're all going to hell. Goodbye.
I was about to...
Hey, Carter, Lensborg, can the ship make it up that incline? Or do we have to get out and push?
Well, you can get out and push.
Cutter, like, screams out from the cabin, "Don't doubt my ship!"
That's the spirit cutter.
Yeah, boy.
Let's do this. Let's push. We can get out of this hell.
So yeah, you cast Pass Without a Trace. You
Yes.
are now cloaked even more than before.
Let's go.
Wait, hold on. Just as a quick question: does Pass Without a Trace dispel if light is cast upon it?
No,
No.
Pass Without a Trace just means that we have +10 to any stealth check.
Okay. So yeah, you have +10 to stealth checks. I need everyone to roll me stealth checks as you are going to be exiting that canyon.
Alright.
Your dice. Thank you.
Additionally,
Oh, fuck.
you all hear a very loud boom overhead.
Ooh, that's not fun.
Who else was here?
That could have been us.
What kind of check are we making?
Stealth, +10.
Rando, guidance.
That's
Did you say rando guidance?
Well, the plus
Yeah, I give you guidance.
is 29.
Thank you. Thank you.
With the +10 is 29 for me.
Oh, dude, same.
Hey, Trap has good rolls for once. Oh,
For once, dude.
wait, Zach, you got a 1?
No, I got an 11.
It's +10.
+10.
Oh.
So 21.
21.
42 for Avok.
Oh, God damn you.
Whereas Lensmore rolled a nat 1.
I got a 42. I gotta balance it out. I think that's the purpose of my stealth.
So that brings Lensmore to a 14.
Okay, so 42, 29, 11, 21, and you rolled a nat 1 plus pass without a trace plus your stealth modifier,
Yeah.
which is something. 14.
Here, I guess I'll roll for Aura too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please roll for Aura. I'm not gonna have Luke
Are you
stealth
fucking
because
kidding me?
that's
Nat 20.
No.
nat 1.
Maybe it was better when I wasn't here.
Oh, Max.
Does me hitting above 40s do anything?
Oh, absolutely.
Yay!
What the
Hey,
hell
help.
is Aura's
I'm
stealth?
sorry, Vex.
What the hell is Aura's stealth? Okay, luckily Aura has a better stealth than I do.
Yeah, and additionally, Cutter and Percy rolled above what they needed. Now
We just have an eagle in the background losing its shit.
You want one for Luke as well?
I think that
Nope.
currently all is just like all in the cabins flabbergasted about what has happened.
Yeah, just don't have me roll. I've been rolling really bad today.
You rolled some good damage on that ice storm.
Okay,
Yeah, that was it.
so
You got buy you some new dice.
you all
So this dice is going in jail.
are able to you're able to make it out of you're able to make it out without any real difficulty escaping the tunnel. And as you kind of like look back, you notice that you have not been seen as of yet. You also notice that there is another crater, and the only ship remaining behind you is the pillar ship of the Shadborne.
Okay, let them deal with this shit.
Additionally, you see now that 2 cannons on the fortress are red.
Anyone got a large scale illusion that can hide us?
I mean, you're already passed without trace. You
Yeah.
are under the assumption that they cannot see you.
Alright, let's be stealthy, guys.
Yeah, I assume that means we move at half speed while stealth.
You know, I'm okay with that.
Generally,
Yeah.
that's the rule.
That's how it works for rogues when we stealth.
I am deciding something.
Okay. That being said,
No.
before we came anywhere near the opening, I would have snuffed out my night spell.
Okay.
Like anything that could have possibly given us away, Merrick would have ended.
Okay. So as you all are moving, you watch as Cutter kind of like very slowly and carefully throws a switch downwards and hits a blue button on his console. And you watch as the ship begins to speed up, but you hear no noise from the engines.
Stealth mode?
Maybe.
Pass without trace mode.
Let's just say that after your last jaunt through the fire plane, the way you all used your abilities gave Cutter some ideas for improvements.
Excellent. I love this boy.
Welcome to the Whisper Drive, boys.
Ooh.
Hey,
Whisper
Cutter,
Drive.
you want to join my Inquisition when this is all done? We're recruiting right now.
So where were we told the next stop was?
The plane
It
of
was the
ooze.
plane of ooze. Specifically, you were told that this area was the stopping point.
Okay.
The swamp plane.
Almost there, boys.
Yes. Almost there.
Avok's just gonna go over the trap. It just kind of.
Fucking back.
You good?
Got a bit of a pain in my back. Also, fuck ropes.
Yeah.
I don't think we waited up anytime soon. Travis just has removed his robe at this point.
Yeah. Just. I've been there. You good?
Yeah, not the first time I've had a brush with it. I'll be alright.
Yeah. Well,
It could have
Yeah.
gone a lot worse. Let's be honest.
yeah. At this rate, Merrick's picking up everybody.
Hey, revived
Me
you
back.
from the dead. Me, the bugbear.
Yeah.
Twice.
Let's hope. Yeah, it is twice.
Pussy, yeah.
Malcolm killed him once, didn't he?
Yeah.
Kinda. Give him Tasmodius.
All right. So you all watch as the screen flickers one more time as you are shown two other racers that get eliminated. You watch as the screen flickers on, and they're like, "Oh, look, here we go. It looks like the Spartans fell a bit behind in their last challenge, and we should have let them know that when you're leaving the City of Jewels, if you don't leave at just the right time." And you watch as they're like passing through the tunnels that the other racers went through. You watch as the tunnels slam shut and crush the ship completely. And they
Mario style.
And they go, "Ooh, yeah, with the shifting tunnels around the City of Jewels, if you're not too careful, you'll get squished." And they go, "And it looks like those along Chasm's Reach have figured out why you don't mess with the chasm." Oh, it looks like, and then you watch as the screen flickers one more time, and you look off in the distance as one of the cannons glows bright white before you hear a clap of thunder and a mechanical whirring noise. And then you look up on the ridge as the CCR, led by Aaron, begins to pull ahead.
Oh.
And right as they are pulling ahead, another group goes to, like, intercept them and smash into them. And you recognize this as the Creeping Hand, the Vecna cultists. And you watch as their ship gets hit and gets completely obliterated as the CCR's ship gets caught in the backlash, and 1/3 of their ship is just gone now.
Oh, they still
As
going?
they are still going, but their ship is teetering on the cliff.
Is there
As
any way?
No,
Should
we'll
we,
we'll
should we
fall.
help them?
I don't think we're close enough. That
you
was
are
from the
too
feed.
far away.
Open fire.
Mirror cups.
Should we?
Guidance.
There is no way that's gonna work.
Inspiration.
You don't know that. I mean, I could roll.
You have DM.
It's about time to reveal that
You know, it's a good
get
thing. We
into
didn't,
Boyd.
it's a good thing I didn't fire.
Now I need to roll some dice.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. So you all are pulling ahead, and I actually rolled something fun.
You're saying that wasn't fun.
I rolled for the first time in a while. I rolled the good old 4 on the D4 for lucky break.
We can use that.
So now I
An
get
angel
to
descends from heaven and heals us all.
now I get to roll and see what happens.
It's still some spell slots.
Oh, that's fun.
It's Asmodeus. He come by to give us a condo.
He apologized to Malcolm.
Not quite. As you all are pulling ahead in the race, nearing the finish line now, only mere feet away from victory, a group of racers kind of begin to pull up alongside you. as everyone kind of like begins to draw in close.
Thunderwave.
And you watch as
Sorry, the rose is muted.
the Lake Devil is the first off the ridge because the CCR began to fall behind. And he is coming down the lane in his Pyro Hydra, gunning straight towards you all.
I need his hide.
And here enters your lucky break. You watch as the CCR closes in right behind him, and you watch as Stone steps out from their vehicle with Aaron in his hand and throws him at the Afridi, striking them kind of in the shoulder, and they kind of stumble, and their Pyro Hydra pulls close to your ship and slams into the side of it. As Aaron is like just standing on this guy's like shoulders, basically like maybe 5-10 feet below your deck, repeatedly stabbing him with his rapier, going, "This is not personal! I am in pain!" And the Afridi is just screaming and thrashing about as the Pyro Hydra is utterly fucking baffled as to what's going on.
Can I go over to assist?
Hey, Rock. You want a Thunderball special?
First of all, Avok was taking notes. Don't the guy. Avok sees. It's like, I need that horn. So can I go over to assist?
You certainly can.
Okay.
Is it happening on our deck?
It's close, like adjacent.
What if we tried to, guys? What if we went over and tried? What if me and Rendo went over and tried to, like, get control of this fire hydra?
Oh, what way?
Make it your bitch. We have a ranger and a druid.
We shall name it Sprinkles.
If it doesn't work out, I can just lightning bolt it.
No, we'll name it Toasty.
Fair enough. So what would be the best thing to do here?
Merrick's wanted to transform into his Lycan form, deploy his shield, and just look at Avok. I can throw you.
Yeah, it's the Noble Special, the Giant.
Yeah.
No. Throw me.
Fastball.
Throw
Yes,
me.
fastball.
I mean, I can throw both of you guys.
No, it's fine. I'll just take Rendo over.
Yeah. I mean, you're Avok. You go back.
Bird.
I'm scoring
Your window.
Captain America Avok.
Yeah, just throw me.
Your window is slowly closing. What are you gonna do?
Merrick throws me, and I pull out my sickle, and I go to decapitate.
I mean, you could have saw Gamba.
It does work.
Well, I'm gonna try to get what I can.
Roll
Okay.
to attack.
Merrick is throwing me. Fun
Merrick,
stuff
make
to
an
me?
athletics check, and
With advantage because I'm in my wolf.
yes, and Avok, you're gonna make an attack roll, just a straight attack roll.
Okay.
That's almost not 20, but it's caught. Again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that. Athletics? Or just a typical strength check?
He's athletic.
Yep.
Just want to make sure. That is a numbers 24.
24. Okay.
Yes, I just sort of bounced Avok off my shield. I kept him to Black Widow in Avengers.
Okay.
Okay. What did you roll to hit?
I rolled do math plus 9. That's a 19. No, 18.
Okay. That hits.
Nice.
The hydra.
Oh no.
Aaron.
You said you were aiming for the. So were you aiming for its neck or its horn?
Because if I can, I'll just take the whole head. So I'll go for the neck.
Okay.
Wait,
You don't want to you don't want to risk breaking the horns.
wait.
How do you want to
Exactly.
do this?
Oh!
Decapitation!
Avok, the monster slayer.
I just want to cut through its neck, and as I fall, I just want to grab Aaron and grab the head and dimension door us both back to the deck of the ship.
Okay. As you do that, slicing clean through the neck, severing it completely, grabbing its head by the horn, grabbing Aaron and dimension dooring yourself back to the ship, you land on the deck. Aaron kind of disoriented as to what is going on. As you kind of proudly hold the head aloft, you watch as the body tumbles off, and then both the head and body simultaneously vanish in a puff of smoke and sulfur.
Do I keep the horn?
There is nothing left but the equipment he was wearing that tumbles off into the sands as this pyrohydra kind of like slows down before it is subsequently like taken out by other racers.
I guess I should have tried to aim for the horn.
Man, the DM never lets us have any good pets.
Trap it.
We can't have the phoenix. We can't have the.
That is literally in the monster manual. Elemental demise. When it dies, it just turns into nothing.
No, I understand. I just,
That is why it is such a hard ingredient to get, is because you have to take the horn and keep it alive.
Dude, I totally get it.
I know, we're memeing.
That's just on me. Like,
You won't even let him keep it as
Yeah.
a trophy. Walking.
Yeah, no, I'm so terrible for expecting my players not to murder my monster. How dare I? You know, it's not like they haven't read the monster manual or anything.
I haven't.
Well, then that's on you. I claim no responsibility.
But
No,
here's
you're-
the thing, Walker,
you're right.
Walker, one sec. If he had read it and knew, that'd be metagaming because Avok wouldn't know that.
That's also true.
I mean, also he's an elemental. I couldn't have
So yeah,
said
Travis
anything.
walks up and pats Avok on the shoulder. I suppose you should have gone for the head.
All right.
They sensing that axe just comes out of nowhere.
You all begin to kind of close in on the plane of ooze. As you all get close to crossing the line, I need everyone to make me one final stealth check.
Oh shit!
Is Pass Without Trace still going?
You want to cast it again, Avok?
Do I have time to cast it one more time?
You have time to cast it
Okay.
one last time.
2 more key points.
Get a 30.
Okay, come on, Linsborg. Don't be bad this time.
Guidance on Glensborg this time.
Guidance on Linsbor, all right.
94.
I didn't know I was high this time.
+2. That gives me stealth.
So was that with the +10?
With the +10, that's 30.
Well, shit this time, but thanks to you, it's not shit.
Thank you.
And for aura,
Just want to delete my list of the blocks.
natural 19 for aura.
So
Nice.
Okay.
Right, I should put these in. No, wait, sorry, that's 30 lens for with the pass.
Sorry, just reading through some stuff. Okay. So, you all pass the gates without encountering any additional issue. As you all cross through, the CCR right behind you, claiming second place. You watch as you pass through. A number 1 dings above your car, once again claiming first place at the end of this arc. A number dings above the CCR, indicating 2. You watch as the Y'all Are Called swiftly kind of get in behind y'all, claiming 3, followed by Strahd's Servants, claiming 4. TNT Racing grabs 5. The Astral Ravagers claim 6. The Shadborne claims 7. The Last Legion claims 8. Orochi Hunters claim 9. The Crows claim 10. The Artifact Hunters claim 11. The Tricksters claim 12. The Glass Legion claims 13. The Soon Risen claim 14. The Talons claim 15. It comes down to the Enlightened and the Coin Trick led by Rin Illifin as they both speed towards the gate furiously. You all hear a single clap of thunder, followed by a whirring noise. And you all watch as the Enlightened are reduced to a crater in the ground. And Coin Trick just barely passes through the gate, claiming the number 16.
Avok looks at Wood the Enlightened and just gives just a slight, like just a gentle bow in acknowledgement.
All right. You all have finished this leg of the race as the racers pass through into the plane of ooze. You all proceed further and further in, now being led by the administrators to a small section of the vast swamp that looks kind of like... The best way I can put it is like a bayou shantytown, like affixed above the swamp itself. Just this mass of wooden houses on stilts forming this vast net of... There's a lot of noise going on someone's end.
Sorry, that's me.
My bad.
Forming a vast kind of like web of bridges and walkways in this like tiered city basically of wooden structures. And you are all kind of like pulled into docks for various groups, and you are actually divided up once more into 4 separate blocks of 4.
We give the CCR back their lead. Here you go.
Actually don't really have to do much because as you all are getting shuffled around, the CCR is put into your bracket.
Hey!
Never mind, we hold him hostage.
I mean, you know,
No, they're allies.
We like them.
For some reason.
Kids, they're wacky and
They
charming.
helped us or something.
Yeah.
Also, they're wacky and charming.
Like us.
We're just wacky.
You look at Merrick's.
We only have one
Definition of-
like super charismatic person on our team.
Stone-faced Merrick's goes, I'm the definition of whimsy.
We're kind of a party based with almost no charisma, which is weird for a party.
Look, I would have had courage, but I lost my ring.
I just want to drink right now.
As long as it's not a gelatinous cube,
I just want a fucking nap.
I also that. It would want to be nice right now.
Sorry, just wrapping up the last bit of this bracket.
Yes, it's cool.
There we go. You look as they are all shuffled around once more. A block kind of remains pretty static. TNT Racing and the Glass Legion are still in it, but it is shuffled around, so now that the Soon Risen of Pandemonium are in there, as well as the Astral Ravagers of the Astral Sea. B block is shuffled around a good bit, with now it containing Strahd's Servants, the Last Legion of Acheron, Coin Trick, Rin's Guild, and the Talons, that mercenary band that you all encountered in the Fire Elemental Plane. C block is the Orochi Hunters of Darius, the Yaller Called of Isgard, the Crows of the Shadowfells, and the Artifact Hunters, Agents of Eclipse. And lastly, in D block, there is you, the CCR, the Tricksters of the Air Elemental Plane, who you all witnessed like knock that group into the canyon, and the Shadborne.
Okay, two things. One, how have we not knocked out the Eclipse guys yet?
Because we don't know the Eclipse.
And they're also very good.
And they've typically been different brackets of hits than us this entire time.
Bright side, in the final bracket, there'll probably only be 8 racers, so that only means 1 bracket.
Okay, I say we move to take out the Air Elemental guys this time.
But guys,
Before we get to the airplane, good call.
tragedy has struck the party. Avok does not have an Ifriti horn.
I mean, woe to the Union?
Let's see.
Oh, how will we ever survive without you having an Ifriti?
I mean,
We
none of
can't
us-
survive.
Hold on,
none of us
I'm
do. You don't see us whining about it.
hold on.
Fair.
Guys, I'm doing some thinking real quick.
Sure thing.
Think on.
Okay. As Aaron kind of like walks over to the CCR, you notice that his jovial skip in his step is not there, and you realize that like as he walks over to Stone just kind of like claps him on the back and just kind of like gestures him on over to the group. And they kind of like take a look at their vehicle, which is just really looking rough.
You guys gonna be okay?
Yeah, I mean, we'll be fine.
Yeah, want some help repairing that?
Did you lose?
They are quiet.
How many members do we see?
You see amongst them there are 6. There is Stone, Aaron, Jersh. You see Tim.
Okay, thank God.
You see as well a goblin. But that seems to be it.
Where's
The
Lucky?
goblin there before?
What was Drake? And Lucky.
As they kind of all look to each other, Lucky steps out from inside the vehicle and is just like, well, the damage seems pretty extensive. It will be a while before I can repair it. It will be a while. And Aaron's just like, it's fine. It's whatever. It's fucking, it's a sick, souped up fucking vehicle that we spent a lot of money on and was a total chick magnet. But that's fine. And that seems to be all that is there. It's just the 6 of them.
I bring this up because if I have time to recover some charges, I may, if any one of you is gone, I can heal them.
Lucky just kind of looks at you, Merrick, and goes, I appreciate the thought, but most resurrections typically need some form of remains.
Was it more than just Drake? Because I understand there was more than just this lot.
There were 8 of us, and unfortunately, 2 of our more veteran members did not survive. But no need to worry. Drake was not amongst us. We kind of I don't technically know if this is in the rules, but we kind of swapped him.
Did you sell Drake?
No, we used plane shift and swapped him out for another one of our members.
Oh, okay.
He needed to go back. There was a security threat, and we needed to make sure it was assessed properly.
Who'd you lose?
2 members of Aaron's former group. Our logistics expert, Gregor, and our head of security, Julio.
Was that the Asmodeus guy?
That was not.
Okay.
That is Jersh.
Okay.
Jersh is the Asmodeus guy, and he is perfectly fine.
Okay, I just asking you just because I couldn't remember all these people.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Thanks. Well,
and as he says Gregor, like, and you say you're sorry, you just hear Aaron kind of go, his name was not Gregor. We legally had it changed. and Lucky's like, I refuse to call him that. And he goes, his name was Pudding, and he had to live with it, and now he can't because he's dead. He was my friend. And
did you guys name legally change without permission?
It doesn't matter because he's dead.
Avok just kind of taps him, like just kind of puts his arm over his shoulders, like, tonight we drink in for the memory of Pudding. We drink to the memory of Pudding.
Are any of you lightweights?
I drank a gelatinous cube.
That doesn't answer my question.
The answer is no.
The answer is yes.
I just died, so I'm ready to drink anything.
As Rando chimes in, the answer is yes. Like, Aaron points at him and just goes, your name is Pudding for the next 24 hours. Let me grieve!
No.
Captain just puts an arm around Rando's shoulder. You know, if I'd have said it, probably what I would have named you too.
He says as he sleight of hand slaps a collar onto Rando's neck that just says Pudding.
Listen, Aaron, replacing Pudding is a proper way to... You're just replacing one Pudding for another. This is enough.
You doing alright there, boy? Been a bit of a trying day.
I got you killed.
Hey! I congratulate you on that. You did the one thing I could never do. Murder me on fire. I'm kidding, it was a dumb decision on my end on everyone.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
No harm, no foul. Came back just fine.
My actions almost killed our entire team.
But it's also what to say this from, you know, a Taras-carried fortress. You did good today, lad. You made it through, no one died, well, permanently anyway. Everything worked out fine. And we got to kill a bunch of gelatinous cubes and the lich. That was fun.
Yeah, I guess.
Son, you're gonna make some bad decisions in your life. Believe me, I've made more than I can care to count. You've met some of them. But, at the end of the day, you have to own your decisions. Learn from them, move on, but don't let it weigh you down or drag you down.
I helped kill one member of our family. I didn't want to kill another.
Well, at the end of the day, I was the one who pulled the trigger on Kino. It wasn't you. And also, I think families is more. It's not so much the blood that's in your veins, it's more the people you choose to be with. Like Ari. Ari's family. Your pet cat girl. She'll be family one day.
She's not my pet.
Yeah, I don't really know exactly what's going on there.
I mean, same.
Yeah, well, you'll figure it out one day, lad. Maybe when you're older.
Fair.
Yeah, we even the dog boy and the big blue over there, they're family. I'm not sure about Linsball because I think she wants to murder me.
I mean, he does know a fair amount about you.
Yeah, that will probably be nothing good.
It's the stuff that he doesn't know about you that makes him weary.
Trevor just kind of looks off in distance. I saw about 5 centuries worth of worry.
Yeah. But it's just... I kind of just got you back, and I don't want to lose you.
Son, pretty much every decision I've made since learning of your... been to keep you from... well, from dying. I won't always be around, but at the end of the day, I do love you, and I truly do want what's best for you. And had I actually died, oh well. I mean, I'm sure there's a million siblings you can go find. They seem to be coming out of the woodwork lately.
I mean, whose fault is that?
You're right. Those poor, poor mothers who weren't able to resist my child.
Oh yeah, it's totally their fault that you couldn't keep it in your pants.
I know it's their fault being in theirs, but no.
Anyway,
Again, don't worry so much. I'm alive, apart from a little bit of a back pain. Yeah, I'll get over that eventually. Besides, sometimes it's a little bit nice to be reminded that I'm not quite immortal.
yeah, you're right, Trap It. Oh, and Trap It.
Hi.
Thanks for caring about me, Dad.
Hi. You're welcome, son. Now, let's go grab a drink.
Yeah. You just gotta call me Pudding for like 24 hours.
Hi, he will. He will.
That was so cute.
On that note, there's just one last thing we gotta do before we wrap the session. So as you all party it up in the Plain of Ooze, you all kind of rage pretty hard. The CCR group knows how to handle their drink. And it goes on for a good bit, but after a while, everybody returns to their ships and settles in for bed. And Trap It.
Yes.
As you close your eyes and settle in for sleep, you drift off, and this time you, unlike the usual dreams, the fountains of ever-flowing wine, the curvaceous islands of women, occasionally the nice quiet dreams of just the countryside and the places you grew up. This is different. This is cold. This is dark. This is... you watch as you breathe outwards, the air kind of like catches in front of your face, and you can see just mist leaving your lips. And you look out across this vast scene as there is just nothing but pitch black darkness. And you look to your right and realize that you are holding hands with Marianne, and she kind of like looks at you with worry and concern And as she opens her mouth to say something, you just watch as from the darkness, a group of clasping hands reach out and grab her and begin to drag her off into the shadows. And as you kind of fight and beg and pull against her with all your might, she slips from your grasp and is dragged off into the darkness. And when you wake from this nightmare, you look up and go off to the washroom. And as you kind of like wash your face and look in the mirror, you notice your eyes that had both turned golden after Marianne had died have changed. Now one is golden, and the other that was previously blue is now, or that was previously blue then golden, is now kind of a pale sickly green. And as you look down at your arms, you kind of like conjure forth a little magic, and the tattoos don't even crawl the full way up to your wrists. They stop right at your elbows. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
That's not good.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what the fuck is up with your tattoos, right?
He's losing immortality.
That's for Walker to know and y'all to find out. On that note, I have been your ever-present Dungeon Master, Walk Maniacs. It has been a pleasure running another session of Platinum Watch for you all tonight. I hope you have an amazing evening or afternoon or day, whenever you're really watching this, as this is all pre-recorded. And we look forward to seeing you during the next session. Bye-bye!
Bye!
Bye, everybody.
Don't kill your father.